How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another edition of the Homebrewers. As always, I'm Greg, joined here by Mira. Say hello. Oh no, we have. I have the actual stream up on my computer right now.
Good job.
That was really good. We have Mira. Say hello.
Bomb.
We have Suya. Say hello.
Yo.
We have Chrissy. Say hello.
Peasants.
And over here, we have Brad, our DM. Say hello.
You sound so disappointed when you're like, we have
well,
our DM.
I mean, who else to be disappointed in us than our DM? But,
no, you sound disappointed in him.
Well, I mean, no, I'm kidding. We have name tags this time. I am Rimpus and I come from Humble Beginnings. You are Amaryllis and you have no opinion on this. He is Suya and Carl. And she's Chrissy, Know Your Place. And Brad already did his. He's DM and just sighs yet again. He's internally sighing the whole way through.
Suyas makes it seem like he's still possessed.
He's still
I'm
the ghost of Coral's gonna be like
Coral.
It's gonna be lingering on him for a long time.
Well, Coral never stays in the house. So.
Coral never stays.
We're gonna go find Coral.
Fucking house.
Coral. So
That show's ending soon.
that show is ending soon. That is very true.
Thank
So
fuck.
Finally.
yeah, right. So now that our shit talking on Walking Dead's
There goes
over,
two of our followers.
there goes the two people that watch this. Alrighty, so nothing else we got right now. We're just getting ready to get on into the next phase in our adventure. So, hand it on over to our VM whenever you're ready. Go ahead and let us know what has happened last, and we'll jump on into it.
Alright, so just a quick brief reintroduction. Our team had finally met with the ever-present darkness within the dungeon that they were in. Vanquished it and ran for their lives, but with the help of Bahamut, they were able to avoid the hordes of undead that had risen after Carl Saw's death again.
How did you spell Carl Saw, by the way?
Look at my freaking notes.
I'm sorry, I thought you knew on the top of your head. I'm sorry.
KRL.
Why did you interrupt the DM?
SA.
KRLSA. Okay, alright. So, anyway. Now that I completely ruined the flow of your recap, go ahead.
For everybody's notes at home, there'll be a test on this later.
Gotta redo the whole intro.
Yeah.
Right. But with the help of our rogue and our assistant sorcerer, they were able to trigger the step trap as the horde was nearing the exit, as our intrepid adventurers made their escape, sending all of them into the darkness unknown, what lays behind that trap. But on their emergence, they found that the room that they had to figure out these riddles written in Draconic to actually gain access to this temple was completely destroyed by what appears to be a very angry dragon who could not gain access alone. So here we are, the snow-covered fields. It's probably about midday, I believe, is where we left off. And you guys are a little cold, a little hungry, kind of smelly. But more or less, you're alive.
We're alive. We're alive for now. Is there any sign of that fucking dragon? Aside from... I'll go ahead and roll. Aside from what you've already described, like if he's close by. Investigation. Oh, that's really good. That's really good.
Let's just say he passed.
And there would definitely be...
You rolled an 18.
Investigation plus 4 is less 22.
You listen for a bit,
Right.
kind of hear the birds in the trees, and you're like, I think he's good.
I think we're good. All right.
We're good. So,
I don't hear a dragon anywhere around here. I think we're all right for now. But I don't know if he might be bringing friends. We should probably hurry back to the boat.
And God sneezes.
What was that? I was just about to play that up.
And God sneezes.
And God sneezes. We should probably just hurry up to the boat as quickly as we can.
Sounds as if a bit of thunder is coming our way.
Yeah, right. Do we when we first came to the what the fuck is it called? The temple area.
Uh-huh.
I completely forgot what it's called. Was it a direct path, or was it just like...
Parm led you the way through the woods.
Okay.
It was lightly starting to snow a little bit. It had just kind of started to stick to the ground, but it was
Okay.
more or less still forest. Now you're looking at just a white field with barren trees, and there's not a whole lot of like road left. I did forget to mention too that Amaryllis came across something from her past, possibly. She's only seen this so far in nightmares, right before her mentor went missing.
Ooh, spicy.
So
And then the
I
air
don't know
kicks
why.
off.
I don't know.
nobody has
Question is, are
opened.
we almost done? Are we done with this stupid quest?
I would hope so. We're out of here. We just need to figure out how to get back to the boat.
Yes, well, we got here and I opened the door and I thought we were done there, but apparently there were other plans.
Don't worry. I thought we were done here too, but we know how well that went.
Does anybody know the way back to the boat?
You were the one that led us!
Yeah.
I just. Of course, I know which way to the boat.
Oh no.
And the audio spiked.
Are we
Oh.
lost?
That's right.
No, I did not lost that.
Can I roll to see if maybe I remember where we came from?
Go ahead and roll survival.
I have a
Oh,
feeling
God,
we're gonna need
survival.
all the help we can get. Ooh, okay. Survival?
That's 21.
I told you it was that way.
Is it that way?
It's that
And it's
way.
actually
It is
that
that
way.
way,
All
okay.
right, all right. Okay, so we start heading back
That
the
way.
way we came.
Come back to the way. All right.
Back the way we came. Tesseract, or was it
Tarask.
Tarask? However you say it. Tarask falls, everyone dies.
Tesseract.
Tesseract.
After
Falls,
probably
everyone
about most of the day has passed, but you guys do actually manage to avoid any twists and turns in the snow-covered forest, which may have led you astray had you not had your wits about you.
dies. Right.
And you start kind of getting up. You can hear the sound of water, and you start hearing raised voices. Go ahead and roll perception.
Perception.
Everybody.
Oh,
Everyone,
God.
roll a perception check. Alright.
Ooh, that's not gonna happen.
That's not good at all.
Perception?
12.
12.
Perception. I got an 8.
I got a
12 and
7.
A 12, an 8, and a 7.
Lovely. 13.
Whoo!
Split
So
down
you-
the middle.
12.
You got 12.
Well,
We're doing so good.
it sounds like there could be.
Is she hear something?
Yes.
I get a bonus because of my
Yes.
ears.
What's
Roll
your
with
bonus?
advantage,
I don't
maybe?
know what you didn't tell me.
Yeah, I believe it's advantage, so you can roll.
Just
again.
roll again.
Roll again and whatever the higher number is.
Oh.
13, 18.
18. All
Okay,
right.
There you
So
go.
while you're all like, "What's that?" and you're kind of readying yourself.
Readying my like 6 daggers. I got.
Chrissy's all looking at you, kind of weird, like, "It's the crew, idiot."
I'm imagining like
It's
Renfus
the
like.
crew, idiot! Just swords away!
Oh. Oh. Alright. I'm gonna just keep going.
Yeah,
You
just-
just do for now. I shall
Yeah, I was
pass
just like-
on your idiocy only because we are all tired.
Yeah.
As you guys approach, you can see the boat kind of rocking in the waves.
Mhm.
Already got it kind of set up and ready to go. It's just moored more or less on the shore by ropes. I don't know what you wanted to do.
So we get to the boat.
You kind of You kind of come through the forest line, and the captain looks up. He kind of grabs his axe real quick. Ori, it's you! Told you had 5 days.
Yeah, we got it done way quicker and a lot more than we actually bargained for, but we went through whatever the fuck that was over there.
Wait, you opened it?
Not only did we open it, but we fought some fucking skeletons and shit.
Are they behind you?
No. Her fucking whatever the fuck, like, shined and killed a bunch of them. I don't know. What happened?
You kind of hear a couple of drunken. "Ah!"
I do not think they care.
No, alright.
Well, all right. He kind of looks around. He's kind of like stumbling a bit. They've obviously been drinking a bit, waiting.
Obviously,
for you guys.
yeah. I got a question because I mean, we all knew that there was a dragon, like there was some sort of dragon because I stated it when I wasn't happy it went down. Does it look like that they've seen a fucking dragon in these last couple days?
They're probably too drunk and deep in their
They're pretty drunk, but you can always ask them. You can't really tell
Did
by looking
you?
at them.
I know this is probably the worst turn to ask this. Did you happen to see a fucking dragon within the last couple days?
Aye. Bet I scared the shit out of that one.
I look over in his direction with ice.
He's like,
drinking the whole thing.
We managed to get the boat up on shore just in time for it to fly overhead. Right overhead. But it didn't like us, so I don't know. Fuck. We survived. That's all that matters.
I think opening that door had something to do with it. But as long as everyone's okay, then we should probably get the fuck out of here.
If it paid you no mind, how do you count that as a survival? You didn't do anything.
We lived! That's all there is to it!
You were living before that.
Aye, and I continued to believe afterwards.
And
On
Rilla's
the day
just
after that,
yawns
and the day
really
after that.
loudly.
I honestly see both sides of this situation, so I just want to get out of here.
Mom kind of walks through the forest. She's like, it's kind of dark. Should we camp or we get going?
I'm tired.
As much as I want to leave now, it's probably safer to set sail in the morning.
Alright, then we're gonna have a feast.
Alright.
Let's get to it.
I'm going to bathe somewhat in the water.
Really? Oh, I think there's a nice spot right there.
Right
Right there. Kind of points like right in front of like the whole camp.
Can I look for like a discreet spot for her so that way?
Perception.
Alrighty, let's do this. That's
Nope.
a 6.
It's not happening.
You're like, that is a good spot.
I'm going to take off my clothes and I'm going to go over there and do my thing.
Okay, alright. She actually did it. I'm sitting there and it's like, I usually like the flesh.
So- You walk up to the shoreline, you're just like, fuck it, I'm fucking filthy. And you start taking off, you dip a single foot into the frigid waters. And you're just like, every hair on your body stands up.
And she's
as
standing
you
there
just
naked.
start to shiver.
She says she took off her clothes, so
Can
she's
I
even
just
more
jump
cold.
in real quick to get wet?
Oh god.
Yes. Also, yes.
I dive in!
You're like,
Hypothermia.
And then I run back out.
you feel very invigorated, very, very cold. And yeah, you're wet and it's kind of slightly below freezing outside.
I have a torch, I think.
I grab a blanket and I throw it at her face.
You see a blanket come from the
I'm
trees.
too tired.
Well,
I should roll to catch it.
No, you just
you
like,
just get it. It just lands.
just kind of clobs you in the head. And
What's
everyone's
one,
just kind of like,
what's 1 hit point of damage? Getting a towel thrown at your
You
face.
can tell through at your face. Well, alright, well, we might as well get a fire going and...
you mean that one?
Yeah, let's get a bigger fire going.
Ah!
Let's do it.
So you guys gather around the fire pit. Drinks are served. They actually have kind of a fish stew going, just so they don't burn the supplies for the return trip.
Right.
It does warm you up.
So they have a fire going?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
warmed up.
I'm gonna put my clothes in the water, wash it off real quick, and hang it up by the fire.
Sounds good.
And I'm just going to be in the blanket.
Sounds good. It keeps you nice. It's a very thick, like bearskin blanket, so you're pretty
good.
warm.
You're gonna be good for now. That's pretty nice. Alright, so we're sitting around the fire. Renfis is probably like... He's been down south, so he's... I would assume not very used to cold weather, so
Yeah, you're
he's...
freezing your ass off.
He has like his general, you know, like the thing with the hood and whatnot, but they're very loose, long sleeves. So he's just like sitting there very miserable, but trying not to look like he's miserable. But like he sees his breath, with every time he sees his breath, he's cursing more and more under his breath.
Is my clothes dry yet?
I would say it's been like an hour, so no, it's still pretty wet.
It's by the fire.
It's still wet.
So we're all eating.
Yeah, you're all eating together and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Have a good
What,
meal.
fish stew, right?
Fish stew.
Your favorite, right?
He said it, not
I get the bowl from his hand and take it.
I give Suya my bowl. I'm like, I can
Thank
get
you.
another bowl. So
Just drinking it one gulp.
You try to go over and they're like, sorry, only one bowl per person.
Wait, hold on.
No,
I was
I'm
about to
just
say,
joking.
is that serious?
No, I'm just
Because
joking.
there was something I would do if that were the case.
I'm kidding.
So you guys kind of, you're warmed up, you're eating, drinks are ahead, you have a kind of jovial conversation about what transpired and how long it took you to realize that you had to do a certain puzzle to open a stupid door instead of just reading it. And then,
Yeah.
of course, cash reward is always nice for entering such a place. Which also intrigues the crew, as they didn't actually agree on any extra payments, so they're a little bummed out.
When I notice that they're kind of bummed out, because I'm really pissed at the whole how we weren't given like the second half of what the fuck this was gonna be. I just look at them. I'm like, sounds like you got a bargaining chip this time around, right?
I like how you're thinking.
Hey, you're supposed to get paid for what you're
This
supposed
is not
to do.
blackmail. Shut up.
Yeah, it's cool getting paid for what you do.
Chrissy, I need your roll perception.
Oh boy.
Oh no. It doesn't look good.
13.
Huh?
13.
15?
13.
13.
Oh, I can't
Is it something I can hear this, so I can use my...
Yeah, you can also, it is hearing, so.
Okay, so,
So roll
roll
again.
again.
Whichever.
There you
one's
go.
the
Twenty.
one.
Natural 20.
Nah,
Oh, shit.
that's
20.
20.
25.
Oh,
So as you guys are all kind of settling around the fire is crackling and having drinks, and your clothes are now dry and you've redressed yourself. You hear...
I gave my blanket to Renfus.
thank you. Thank you.
You hear several footsteps approaching the camp. It doesn't seem like they're trying to be stealthy at all.
No, I just want to sleep.
What?
Several footsteps are approaching the camp from
I'm
the forest.
so tired.
It looks like it's coming from more or less the shoreline. So
Silence.
whatever it is or whoever it is following the river down.
I get up suddenly and turn, and I tap him and point in the direction.
I get up,
Also
get my
get his
sword, and I'm.
attention.
Yeah.
The drunk crew's kind of like, what?
I look, as I'm assuming we're all kind of quickly looking over to that there's something. I'm like, shh, 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 shh. There's something over there.
A few seconds pass before 4 very large humans walk into camp. They're all draped in furs. One's kind of has an axe over his shoulder.
I go in front of them and I demand to know who they are and why they are at our camp.
And I'm behind her.
I'm far away.
I demand to know who you are. I
Oh,
asked you a question.
Who are you? Who are you?
Someone above your station. Now answer.
No, intelligence of
I have
2.
What's
no
the
idea.
station? What's the station? Are you getting fresh with me?
Have
You
you
calling me a station?
Have you heard of loyalty?
I have no idea if he knows the station.
Oh,
Kings,
oi,
queens.
oi, Malice, come here.
Maybe my magic will speak for me.
God,
Oi!
here we go.
What the hell's going on here? I don't like no magic. A wood elf comes out of the forest. What the hell is going on here? Come on, I just want to fight the fucking dragon and go to sleep. Kind of looks at you.
The dragon is long gone. What are you talking about? Why are you on your way to fight a dragon?
I killed one of all the villages. Why do you think we're going to a fucking dragon?
I don't know. You just storm into our camp.
I
We
didn't
didn't storm, we're
without asking who you
walking.
are.
We're walking.
While I'm hearing
I'm
all
walking
this,
here.
I'm walking here. While I walk,
Hey, is that fish? You kind of walk in and like start ladling the soup into their mouths.
I was about to walk up to him, and I'm assuming he walks right past.
Yep,
To
you
the
just
side,
like,
You're
Oh, it seems like a friendly bunch, but I'm like, there's no discreetness about them talking. So
Nope.
like, yeah, no, this is good. So there's like 4
there's
humanoids
4 large humanoids
Barbarians?
and then 1 wood elf.
and 1 wood elf. I look at the wood elf upon hearing that they're going to kill a dragon. I was like, did a dragon actually attack you guys?
Not us directly. It was one of our other raiding parties.
Can
He
you
was coming.
please not drink out of the ladle?
Okay. kind of like
Takes the
wraps
pot.
up
Alright.
it's a little hot.
I struck my lightning near him.
Oh god, no.
Oh no.
This is a TPK waiting to happen.
I'm not ready for this.
Oh, it's hot.
Oh, it's about to talk
He
about
grabs
the
it, like,
dragon!
he walks over to the like one of the
Pussy
random
all over
trees,
there.
just shovels some snow in his mouth.
Oh.
He ate a ghost
Okay,
pepper.
I get a snowball and I throw it at his face.
Who needs that?
You
Mal's
look
kind of
like
like
you needed to cool down.
He ate a ghost pepper.
there's
We're
a
gonna die.
quick pause and his
Hold the one on his
whole like
constitution
party
check.
just busts out laughing. It echoes throughout the wooded area. I like your bunch.
Oh.
But where'd it go?
You'd be the
Where'd it go?
first.
Well, we've been stuck underground for the last couple of days, so we don't know where it went, but we
You
know that
mole? I don't like moles.
we're not
Where-
moles. There was a giant chamber that led to a bunch of caverns, like a. I'm trying to like think of how to go.
Breakfast, talk to the elf.
I look to the elf. I'm like, come here for a moment.
These idiots.
The
don't remember
translator.
Yeah,
us
what
from
do
the
you
hole in
want?
the ground.
I'm just trying to talk to you because maybe you can help the rest of your party understand a little bit. We were contracted to come here and look at a door that turned into us going underground into some abandoned temple. But when we opened the doors, when this dragon showed up,
Just like
honestly,
throws a flashback.
I hear that, I stop and I go, I don't blame you for that because that's the kind of day that the past few days I've had as well. We were contracted to open a door, but we didn't know that the consequence for opening a door was to bring a fucking dragon here. So we were forced into this temple, fought a bunch of undead shit. We had to run all the way back here to the remnants of the... Oh, right, this is going to be pointless.
Amaryllis is just gonna go off in a corner and try to go to
Alright, this is
sleep.
gonna be-
You lost me,
She's
but
so
I'm fucking tired. You see these full idiots.
Yeah, I understand. We were just contracted to be here, and apparently us
Kind of
opening
like
some
picks his
door-
nose.
Oh.
Well, if you're so tired, you can go on your way then and leave us be.
But you got a fire.
Yes, we made it. Do you plan on paying us for accommodations?
We kind of like look at each other, look around.
What is accommodation?
See? You use some big words.
You use our fire or you drink our food. We require gold. Do you understand that?
Gold. I like gold. Who's got some gold?
Mira talking.
If you don't got gold, you must sleep in the woods.
We are in the woods. You're in the woods. We came from the woods.
We are
I like the
the
woods. I grew up there.
We have to shore.
At-
This is a shore, not a wood.
At the point of realizing, at the moment that I'm realizing this is fucking pointless, I'm just slowly like, alright.
Hey, you guys should join us. You want to fight a dragon?
No.
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 Oh,
No.
No.
fine. He kind of like sits down in front of the
Good luck
fire.
and goodbye, because I'm
I hope-
sure this is the last time anybody will hear from you.
Shit.
But, well, I gotta see me mum tomorrow. I gotta finish
Well-
the dragon fight tonight.
Well, your mom's going to be burying what little ashes remain of you.
Do we have our spell
Idiots
slots
like
back?
you could
Yeah,
never
no,
take
no,
Is
down
there
no.
a
a
red
Right.
dragon?
dragon.
I thought it was a white dragon. White dragons is ice. I know that. I know that.
Wait, hold on just one quick moment. This is me asking the DM. What, did I know what color the dragon was that landed?
What do y'all do?
It was,
Remember,
We saw it
it
on
was
the ship.
very off in the distance.
okay,
You saw
was it
dragon.
a white dragon?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the same dragon.
Did
No,
it,
for
did it
some
have
reason-
blue eyes?
Did it have a blue eye? Did it have
Blue
blue
eyes,
eyes?
white dragon.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you get close enough to see its eyes?
No.
No, I shit my pants and went back into the fucking temple. I didn't.
I'll admit it.
Oh man,
The rest
I,
of his traveling party just kind of sit in front of your fire. We leave it a little bit. It's okay.
This is your lot. Why don't you deal with them?
My lot.
Whoa!
What do you mean by that?
Bruce,
Oh,
that
I'll tell you
kind
what.
of thing.
I'll tell you what. I got a good one. Oh, you want me out? You want me out of the camp?
Yes.
You want me out of the camp?
yeah.
Don't involve me in this, please.
I
just
don't
wanna
think you're
sleep.
old enough to make decisions.
I just want to sleep.
stomping and arm wrestle.
Grump stomp?
I grump stomp.
Alright.
Pray tell is a grom stomp.
Well, it's him, obviously.
You see one of them stand back up, and they were originally wearing kind of like a beaver skin over their head, and pulls it back, and it's a very large woman.
Oh!
She's got like matted dreadlocked hair. I'm grump stomp.
It's a woman.
I am a woman, and most amazing woman ever.
Who's really drunk and tired. Yeah.
I stand up. All right. Let's get this over with.
If you could beat by
There's a big
woman, I'm
cheer
going to
between
never
them
let
all.
you have it.
Oh boy.
This woman stands pretty much eye to eye with you. They go out in the woods real quick. You hear a and they come back with like half of a logged tree.
Oh.
Go!
Alright, strength contest?
Great strength contest.
Alright.
I'm
go.
going to bed. Good night.
Alright, I'm watching this.
I'm watching. You better win.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Plus what?
15.
23.
Oh!
She goes, win!
Remember to ask best
There's
of
a
3.
knuckle indent in this is like busted down tree, and everyone just erupts.
Oh.
Remember
I'd
to
like
challenge.
to try.
Remember
You
to
wanna
go
try
best
Grump
of 3.
Stomp?
Yes.
Come on then, let's try Grumstomp.
What if Amaryllis did
What is
this
my-
too?
is with strength?
17.
Yeah.
17.
Oh, you actually are neck and neck with her. You're like,
Oh. Oh.
roll again.
Oh,
Oh
God.
shit, okay.
18.
18.
Shit. You're like, you'd look death like just in her eyes, and for a split second she almost fears for her life as it goes down like almost all the way one more time.
Oh!
Oh!
Aw.
No, I got a 2, but I want to do my luck.
Alright.
Okay, you're using luck, okay.
No! I use it again.
Can you do
She's
that?
I
burning
don't
on.
know.
Natural 20.
That's what
Alright, so you go down, like she brings it back up to halfway, and she's like, ha ha ha, little one's gonna go down.
Well,
Wham!
yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, well, okay, this is some
So
good.
everyone's just like in a stunned silence for just a minute.
I look over for a moment, and as it's all silent, I was like, Chrissy! Just.
Bye!
I've weakened her for you.
It took 3 tries.
That night, weakling. And we count on you for brood strength.
You're gonna be carrying her for the rest of the
The rest of
campaign
the
now.
crew kind of lumbers up. You can tell they've been hard ridden for like the day.
Oh.
Alright, deal's a deal. Rump. Giant axe back to his shoulder. Let's go, come on.
As they're walking by, all Memphis says is, "Thank you for the entertainment."
I'm going to show a bit of mercy and I'm going to give them some provisions to go from our soup.
Sounds good. As they are actually walking away with the kettle.
No, not with the kettle. I didn't hand them the kettle.
They handed themselves the kettle.
Hey, can I?
Okay, I give them the provisions to get back.
Time for a trade.
They walk off into the woods.
Oh.
The half-drunk crew is just like, where's the soup?
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
At least we already ate. I'm going to bed.
So you
I'm
guys,
already there.
Long rest.
You guys finish out the night.
Yeah.
Long
Luck
rest.
is
Long
long
Luck is
rest,
returned.
Yes.
Fucking
Luck is
rest.
returned.
right? Thank you.
Yeah, no. The rule with luck is you get 3 in one per each long rest, right?
Yeah.
So she's able to use, like, if she burns all 3 lucks at once, she can't use it at all the rest of the time. He used 2 lucks to get that natural 20. That was awesome. Oh boy. All right, so
Got it, but at what cost?
is anyone?
right now.
My tag is so smeared. Oh my god.
I know my tag is super smeared. Are people of the crew kind of keeping watch overnight, or are we gonna need some people to keep watch, like to rotate out?
They are plastered beyond repair.
Okay.
I'm already asleep. Y'all are on your
All
own.
right.
Does everybody take a long rest? And can I,
You can do
I have
shifts
better
probably.
hearing, so.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to just kind of do some shifts, you, whoever wants to like wake up in the middle of the night and change shifts.
Yeah, we can do like a change of
I'll
shifts.
take the second shift, so I will not sleep right now. I will take the first one right now.
Okay, all right.
You guys sleep. Everybody sleeps, so
Alright, I'll
I will
sleep.
stay.
And I'll take the second shift.
Okay.
And then.
So just two of you just go ahead and roll perception.
Yeah, of course. Ooh, oh, okay. Oh well, I got some.
Interesting.
Got some good perception then.
Does she really?
Oh,
Does she really?
21 and all.
21 and
21.
all.
I got 12.
That's all. Alright,
Oof.
so for the first half of the watch, it's very quiet. There's a lot of just river movement, kind of drowning out any sounds. You guys wake up, change
Swap
shifts.
around,
It's just more of the same. It's very quiet and
Mhm.
cold. But everybody does get a long rest. You wake up in the morning. The crew, used to this kind of lifestyle, is not really that hungover. Gets everything shipped up
Yeah.
or packaged, and you guys are ready to go ahead and start making your way down the river finally.
Making our way downtown.
Making your way downtown.
Rowing fast.
Row faster, there's a dragon coming back.
There's
All right.
banjos in the distance.
The captain does inform you guys as soon as he lets go of the moors. You guys start drifting further down the river. But he's all right. So what we're gonna have to do is we're all gonna have to work as a team. As you see, the boat is going that way. We want to go that way. So he kind of positions you guys along the ship with long oars.
Am I gonna be able to help at all?
Actually, he is gonna have you be basically the drummer. So,
Yay!
yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So you're keeping kind of rhythm as everyone. I need you to go ahead and roll in athletics. That way, I know if you guys are getting exhausted or not.
Oh boy.
Do I roll too?
What is the thingy
Yeah.
for out?
Strength.
Straight.
Strength. Okay.
Is
18.
it strength or athletics?
It's strength.
But it's
Athletics.
Athletics is
Strength.
a strength one, yeah.
18.
18,
Oh no.
7.
Oh, that's bad. That's really fucking bad. You said athletics? Yeah, that's a 5.
It's a 5.
Yeah,
You
dude.
have a +0?
I'm a +0 to strength. I'm not that strong. Yeah.
Serious?
I thought that
I'm a
was-
rogue. I'm not a fighter.
I
So
thought
you
I
guys
was
are
the only
starting-
one.
But from your arm wrestle and just barreling all of your body weight and
Wait.
strength into that final arm wrestle, your arm is just kind of locking up. Renfus, you just for whatever reason your strength does not find you this morning.
This today is just not working. So
So you guys are spotters for the rest of the mission, and you switch out with the 2 remaining crew members who are also doing the paddling. So go ahead, Renfus and Chrissy, go ahead and roll perception.
perception already. Some more my speed. Oh, God damn it! That's a 4. It was almost a 20.
More-
19.
Wait, hold on. Perception?
Yep.
Yeah, that's 4.
More your speed, huh?
God damn it!
19.
19.
You rolled
alright.
higher on strength than you did in perception.
Shut the fuck up. I'm about to switch these dice out because these. Yeah.
How do you do
I
that?
don't
So
fucking
you
know.
guys are kind of making your way towards the river with good speed. The first day finishes up, and you guys pull off to the shore to get a good night's rest, so that the ship doesn't take you back at the end of the night. You finish out that long rest without any issues. Have another. This is getting a little old already. Just the same fish stew.
Yeah.
But this time it has bread, so it's kind of refreshing.
Oh, okay. There you
So you guys make your way. Go ahead and everyone roll strength again.
go. All right, give me a moment.
Not me, that's weird.
9.
6.
9.
9, 6. Here, I'm gonna roll my strength right now. Just give me a moment.
I should hope so.
Natural
you got
16.
one.
So I got a 16.
16.
There's
Alright.
that strength from the
tired.
day before.
See, as being a little tired from the night before, is gonna take Renfus' spot as a spotter. And Renfus, you're gonna be doing the boat.
Okay.
So you go ahead and roll perception.
I
and
feel like he's got
Chrissy,
like scrawnier
focus.
biceps, but he's like, oh, I feel good today. Ooh.
20.
21.
21. All
Wait,
right.
was it a natural 20 or just a
It was 18.
No.
18 plus 2? Okay, there you go. So 20.
The second day goes without incident. Once again, you moor the ship and kind of have a restful night. Amaryllis, I need you to make a will save.
Oh god, okay.
I know what.
Will it save you?
Will.
Oh,
Do I add anything to that or?
Yeah,
Will-
your
Wisdom.
wisdom modifier.
wisdom saving throw. Yeah.
Wisdom is +3, so 19.
19. You are just racked with complete nightmares throughout the night. You do not wake rested at all.
Good thing I'm not rowing.
So once again, you guys wake up, kind of all notice that Amaryllis has got these kind of dark circles under her eyes and yawning a lot. Even her steps are a little off kilter, so you are considered exhausted. Alright, strength one more time.
Strength one more time. 3.
16.
16.
Chrissy.
You both are just trading.
We
off.
keep trading. I got a 3 this time.
What is this for?
Strength.
That's right.
17.
17.
Yeah, I'm the weak ass this time. Yeah.
Renfus,
You trade.
I need you to roll
The
perception.
That
There you
is
go.
+2. That's 19.
19. Alright.
There you go.
So you guys are making a good way down the river. You kind of start smelling something that's a little off. Like you're used to kind of the wood smell and the
Right.
smell of snow, but you're not entirely sure what it is you're picking up yet. That's when you see something floating in the river itself, kind of coming towards the ship. As it's coming by, you notice that it's the body of a person. Brown pants, blue shirt, and he's kind of got his coat and he's just splayed out in the river. He has 2 black arrows just jammed into him.
Look alive! We got a dead body over here.
Crew kind of gets up for a second. Those who aren't rowing, at least. Aye, poor bastard. Must be some rogues in the woods. Just kind of far out. Kind of talking amongst themselves. All right, come on. It's a river. Let's go. So you guys pushing back through for about another hour or so. And that's when that smell that you were smelling earlier becomes a lot more aggressive. You can actually tell that it is the smell of smoke. And as you were kind of looking around, you're like, I smell smoke. You can actually see off pretty far out in the distance of the right side of the ship that there's a good billow of smoke emitting from the woods. And the crew kind of looks over too, and they're just like, oh shit, and they're kind of talking amongst each other. All right, we're going to make a decision right here, right now. We know more or less the possibility of one of our neighboring villages, so we trade with. If you want, guys, we're going to go that way. We're going to see if they need help. We can set you off on the shore. There's a straight shot. You can go back to the City of Rivers on foot, or you can come with us. What's it going to be? There's no pay in this. That's why we're giving you your
It's
details.
just more the goodwill, basically.
No.
Alright.
We may be able to get deep discounts if they are indeed in trouble.
There could be survivors too.
There very much could be.
I go with them.
Let's do it.
All right,
Let's
let's
go.
do this. All right. So with an expedited step with every paddle, more and more intense, you guys come to kind of an injunction where the river meets into your river before it goes into the larger flow. He's gonna go ahead and have you guys. We're gonna turn the ship. So those of you who are paddling, to go ahead and roll strength.
I'm
Suya.
paddling right now.
Suya and
Also
Chrissy are
paddling.
You're
paddling, yeah.
paddling only.
I had the.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're strength.
7.
What
Shit,
is
that's-
this for?
Strength.
It's just strength. So
Oh.
you
You're
guys are-
paddling, basically.
You're turning the ship. What'd you get?
I got a 5.
5?
7.
7?
I was
You were
already. I was on
perception.
perception, yeah.
Well, the crew rolled
And I
pretty
was
good. So
drumming.
you got 2 nat 20s. So
Wow.
Whoa,
Yeah.
damn, okay.
they've been rolling shit the past couple of days, but yeah. So
They're
the ship.
motivated now.
Yeah, they're motivated now. The ship turns in and starts going a little bit easier now. You guys don't have to paddle anymore because the flow of river is actually going the direction that you need it to. So you go for maybe another 2 hours. The smoke is in the air. It's in your nose. You can smell it. So yeah, I need you to go ahead and roll a perception.
14.
14. Reluctantly, you announce to the crew that the smell that is mingled with the smoke is that of charred flesh.
Burning corpses.
Of course. Do I, as we're getting closer, I mean, I know I'm gonna have to roll for this. Do I see any sign of what fully is going on?
Like what did this?
Like what's doing this, or like what it looks like we're getting into?
So what you're getting into right now is actually a change in terrain. The further you're going in on this path, things are becoming a lot more earthy as in the smell. The trees are actually changing. You're getting a lot more of a mucky smell, and there's a mist kind of like, even though it's cold, there's still like a bit of a mist emanating from the actual forest floor itself. You can tell that this is going to be a more swamped area. There's a lot of overhang, a lot of things that are just obscuring the view, so you can't really see too deep into the woods right now to see what's going on.
About how far is the village from where we are?
You guys are actually just now kind of coming into view. You see the first building that you're actually seeing of this village looks like it's coming into the lake a bit. There's a short dock that's attached to it, no current boat moored to it. It looks like it's probably like a fishery.
Okay.
You guys kind of pull in. The crew jumps out, moors it really quick, grabs their weapons and whatnot, and starts running out into the village.
Okay.
Where you guys?
I run with them.
So I'm running like parallel to them, but like, well, before I say what I want to do, is there any sort of like, is there like a path, like any sort of like tree or hidden areas at all, or is it just like a straight shot at this point?
So.
Cause that's gonna determine where.
Yeah, I actually kind of quickly drew the.
Oh, okay, of course.
So move ahead.
Right.
Put this together.
Oh.
Oh boy. Okay.
You all the way, or
Yeah, because it's
We need this whole area right here. Okay. So. Oh boy. Okay. Because that's just going to determine where I have Rumpus going as we're going on in.
I'm just gonna be falling behind and trying not to drown.
I'll kind of do this for you. So this is more or less where the water's edge is currently.
Grabbing toys.
There you go. Alright.
Drops the entire handful.
Boom! Okay. Rip.
Alright, this is the new terrain.
This isn't a new terrain.
Just throw it onto the board.
I mean, why not? Worked for Teodama.
Sorry, yeah. Quick sec. Oh, that's right.
It's all good. You could just set
Takes it
down.
off the magnetic board, puts it onto the dry erase board. It's fine.
It's fine. You can just
Just set it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna, or actually, I'm just gonna do
That's perfect.
this right now. So you've got this.
The floor is lava.
The floor is in fact lava. Okay, so these are just like where different buildings are. So the buildings are right up on the water then?
Yes.
Okay, alright.
Those are currently. This is.
Alright. And we're coming from the shoreline, obviously. So.
We're actually coming from the deep end of the pool.
Oh, cool. Nice. So we're just rising up like fucking Pirates of the Caribbean status.
Why not?
There you go. And then...
Okay. Alright.
You can be cool like that.
Yeah, right?
Time for rings WWE.
Oh no, they multiplied.
Oh no!
I'll say for the fact that she's already up there. Parm runs off with him.
Alright, so Suya's going with them. I'm kind of lingering back a little bit just to see if I can. I mean, no, I'm going with them. I'm just staying behind just a tad bit, just to kind of look around and see what I can glean from what has happened, and then what about you? What are you doing?
I'm sticking close to you.
Okay, so Amaryllis is close to me, and I'm just kind of looking around.
Alright. Go ahead, everyone. Roll perception. Let's see what we see.
Ooh boy.
Ooh, that's not good.
19.
19.
Perception. That's 21.
21.
9.
9 and 9.
9.
Nine, 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 nine.
The clerks are twinning it up.
Everyone else, I actually need you to roll with disadvantage.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, okay.
Watch
'cause
this.
of-
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it would have been
that
40.
was going to be my
still a
lowest
9,
anyway.
Yeah, it's still a 9.
That's fine.
Alright, so
Got
Chrissy
9.
and Amaryllis, you guys kind of taking it all in. You're seeing this whole area right here. Most of what you're seeing are burning buildings. Renfus, Suya, and the crew, they're actually seeing what remains of the villagers. There's probably like 4 or 5 people who are kind of running around looking to see if there's any survivors. They're kind of like going through the burning rubble currently, shouting for loved ones, things of that nature.
I'm gonna go through the houses and try and hear for survivors.
Okay. So you kind of dash off. So you have a couple ones. So there looks like there's a smithy, which is up here, the fishery, which you guys moored to, and then there's what appears to be just like what's that? Residential. You don't see actually any residentials yet.
Okay. So
this
this is
looks
all.
more
It's
of
all
an
like.
industrial
This
area.
is the business
industrial.
area.
Yeah. Okay.
This is the marketplace, so to speak.
So what was that?
This one here is kind of a wooden building. You see a couple of burning cloths. So with your
Probably more like women and...
yeah,
Okay,
it
so I'm
looks
gonna
more-
go that way.
okay.
I'm sure. Okay.
So Suya and Renfus, you guys with kind of taking everything in, you look and you see people running around. And you're like, there are people here, but it looks like a lot of this is more like they don't look like normal workers. And you kind of look out for just a second. You both see more smoke and fire further out into the woods. It looks like there's a dirt trail that leads off, possibly into another part of this settlement.
Do I hear any survivors with the
Go ahead and roll
cloths?
perception.
With advantage because you're hearing.
Yep.
Yeah.
14.
14. Off in the distance, you still do hear screaming. That's about all you can make out.
Okay.
Not in the building though?
Not in the building.
Okay.
Okay.
I look over to. So we saw people kind of coming down from, or is it the people that
There's
are here?
people here already. This place has been on fire. Whatever
So I'm
happened.
just gonna run towards...
Yeah.
Then I go to the
What I
people
let's
like, what's
say-
happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm questioning who.
I'm just running off on my own to
Okay,
the...
so
where
you
the-
like you bolt off into the direction of where you heard the screamings. So you just kind of like see one of the random villagers running by. And you kind of grab him real quick and be like, "What the hell is going on?" And he kind of pushes you off real way. It was the fucking nose.
What?
And he kind of like
Nolan.
rolls. He kind of
The
runs off
hyena
again.
thing.
He starts like busting, trying to break down the smithy door, which he does. He's just gonna bust through this flaming building. And some fire kicks out and steps back and rushes in.
Did I notice Chrissy just book it?
Yes.
Okay, alright. I look at Amaryllis, I'm like, you make sure that he's safe. I'm gonna go see what she's seeing. And I go run after Chrissy.
Okay.
So, go ahead.
So I'm closer to Suya now?
Yeah, so you can move closer to Suya's.
Okay.
Oh yeah, with Parm.
Yeah.
Kill me.
Parm is kind of like helping, like the ones that have been saved. She's
Just throw
currently
my
kind of like,
daggers out.
So you got some sick
If
moves.
she
though.
lands it.
yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
well, I talked to the crew and Parm like, I'll leave this to you guys. I'm going to head out into the town. So I head up with them.
Yeah.
Okay, so the three of you, Amaryllis, you're staying with Parm.
Are you staying with Palmer or are you
Probably
going with
safer
us?
there. I don't know.
No, I want to go with everybody else.
Alright.
Alright.
I don't want to be near Parm.
Parm kind of looks up at you. You're like, she's like, go! I got this.
If she comes back dead. Alright.
We're gonna come back and
came
everyone
back
else is
dead.
gonna be burned.
He just comes back dead.
Okay, now.
Alright, so now we're heading on out.
So you guys,
To the east side.
We come back and everyone else is burned.
east side.
That's what happens when we leave them alone.
Yeah.
Are you taking them off? Aren't they residentials?
No, this is new area.
Something else, yeah. So you guys run up ahead towards the residential area, and
He said we're running towards the residential area, so I asked why he was taking those off because I was thinking he put them back for the residential area.
yeah, that's
That's
That's what I asked.
You have to get from the very top.
Where'd the
Yep.
napkin holder go?
It's over there. But
Go ahead and start setting this up. I gotta use it around.
all right. Did you guys want climactic? Or yeah.
No, I just really quick as you're setting that up. She's the one. She's the one that gets it first, so she can. She gets there first.
I get there first. I ran up first.
I was
Okay.
like, there are 2 she's at this table. Which she are you referring to?
Cat sheet.
That's
I'm a
better.
catchy person.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that each of these, best from my memory, homes.
I mean, you made it
You
up.
do
so what
made
do
it
you
up.
mean?
Shit.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
We're not gonna know if you
Yeah.
fucked it up.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So, I mean, just don't mention it. Nobody will know.
Mm-hmm.
Play along with it.
I totally meant to do
happen.
this.
Yeah,
Huh.
that's how it be.
Serendipitous how that happened.
Serendipitous? I like how we're in a snow place and there's a snowball on the table.
Yeah.
Right?
Snowball.
This session brought to you by Snowball.
The snowball. It literally
that's-
says that on
What kind of Tetris shit is this?
We just realized we're in a snow area and we have a snowball at the table.
Oh yeah.
Because the microphone.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
It's
Alright,
the color too.
This. So you guys kind of all rush in.
From
This,
here?
yeah.
Okay.
So from that section,
Chrissy gets
you
that.
kind of run in, and surprisingly enough, this particular area is walled off by a fairly high 10-foot tall wooden wall.
Okay.
There's a
It's a tower
watchtower in the middle that stands up. It is currently on fire with several arrows sticking out of it. Multiple bodies just kind of lay on the ground. Women, children, some of them are just torn open. Looks like wild feral beasts just went through here and just tried to eat as much as they possibly could. Those who are surviving did not go unscathed. A lot of them are just bleeding profusely from different areas or holding half of their arm.
Can I go up to them and do mending?
Yep, you can.
Wait, what are you trying to do?
So
You
where
say
are they?
mending?
Huh?
Where are they?
They're
They're
just
like on.
they're just
Yeah.
all over. They're just kind of running around trying to find loved ones.
I thought you said
The
mending. I
entire
was like
place
mending
again
is
is
healing.
on fire.
Can I draw- can I-
I'm serious. If
Could I
I'm
like
honest.
try to see if there's any knolls?
Go ahead and roll perception.
I'm gonna be with him looking to see if there's any
Roll
knolls.
20.
20. You kind of taking it around. You're kind
I would
of
say mine was 14.
14. So
yeah.
you guys are kind of running through. So you actually, while in your search for gnolls, you do find a couple of gnoll bodies. Some of them are kind of like stuck to random burning buildings by arrows or like gardening tools, things of that nature. You see, in your search also, you do find what looks to be like a city guard, kind of also running around trying to check out for things. Some of them are stabbing gnolls that are on the ground already, just making sure that they're dead.
I go up to him.
You kind of run up to one real quick. He kind of stops stabbing the gnoll, kind of points it at you. You kind of see him, kind of frightened.
Any more of these?
I don't know. They came out of the woodwork. It was probably, just. He kind of sticks it down. He's like, oh, everything went red in 5 minutes or less. It was so many of them. We tried to save.
What
He
did
kind
they,
of just started breaking down.
what did they go? What did they? I mean, obviously they came from some level. What did
Did
they
you
help
follow
to?
him?
Yeah, I was following because I was searching with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just like he kind of collects himself for a second. They tore through everything. Those of us who survived were by no means a miracle. Burning buildings fell upon most of us. We managed to escape. They just didn't want to find us. The guards, most of them dead. All dead. Some of them carried away into the woods, God knows where. It's just a sea of red and fur and steel. Death.
You have no idea where they went after this.
I don't. I would assume they left a trail, and he kind of like points off to the east, but there's a couple of burning buildings over here. Not entirely sure what he's pointing at.
I'm searching for buildings.
Okay, go ahead and roll perception. Or investigation, sure.
I don't know if it works that way.
Yeah.
I'm also seeing what else I have.
7? Okay, you're kind of looking around, but there's so much heat from a lot of these buildings, you're just not able to really get into them.
Can I roll like improve the hearing?
You can use luck if you want.
No, hearing.
Oh, hearing? Yeah.
9.
Still nothing. You just hear roaring fire. There's a lot of it's just.
Can I roll to see like if I see any trails or anything that the guard was talking about?
Go ahead and roll perception.
Ooh, 16.
16. You actually see a good amount of like these kind of gnarled footprints along with the other shoot or humanoid footprints, and they do tend to kind of like congregate towards the center of town and then mass, and then it's kind of like spread back out towards the east side.
Can I create water to put out a fire?
How much water can
If I use the bigger spell at the bottom. Can I like have it rain down?
Yeah, if you want, yeah. With that much water, you'd probably be able to put out maybe 2 buildings, or like at least let it rain on probably about a 20-foot radius.
How many buildings would a 20-foot radius put out?
Well, she can also do like a higher level too.
Yeah, that's what she's doing
Oh,
at the
okay.
second level. So that would probably take in like I said, about 2 buildings. Would get rained on.
So I see a direction of like just footprints going on the east side.
Mm-hmm. You see a couple of drag marks too. You're not exactly sure what they're dragging, but it can't be good.
I head to that direction. I see trails.
Well, yeah, when I see that going
There's not
on,
much more I
I
can
was
do.
like, Amaryllis, come on.
Chris, I need you to roll
Okay.
perception one more time.
Well, wait, hold on.
Hearing or not?
Yeah, you were gonna do something before we
What's
pull you away.
I was just gonna ask like if I could gather the injured and use my channel divinity.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Have that happen while we're searching, and then we'll pull you away. So
Okay.
So
Okay,
as these guys are searching and talking to the whatever guards might be present, and Chrissy's looking through houses, you pull one of the guards aside, and you're just like, "Where are most of the injured at?" And he kind of pulls you towards kind of where you guys came in. You were kind of in a Russian tunnel vision, but you see like kind of a triage center set up that where things aren't necessarily completely on fire. And you see maybe 20 people just.
Damn.
Still alive, shaken beyond, just can't really handle it.
Okay, it says you present your holy symbol and evoke healing energy that can restore a number of hit points equal to 5 times your cleric level. Choose any creatures within 30 feet of you and divide those hit points among them.
Okay, so about 20 people divided by what's your?
My
So that
level?
would be
So
50.
4.
I was gonna say
What's
we're
the
level
spell?
4.
Huh?
What's this spell?
Channel divinity.
That's generally it's the AOE
It's
that you
preserve
use.
life. What am I looking at right now?
You're looking at your spell, right?
My spell save?
What was it?
Okay,
it
hang
says 5 times your
5 times your clerik level.
Yeah. So your
So your
cleric
cleric
level
level's
is
4.
Yeah.
So that would be 8. So no, 4 times 5, that's 20.
Yeah.
So that would be.
And then
ac-
divide those hit points.
So it'd be
among
like a
them.
hit point a person.
So if you wanted to do something else, you could also kind of take a minute and perceive who's the most injured, and you can also pinpoint those particular people.
Oh wait, I still have my healer's kit too. Oh, jeez.
No, it's a channel divinity. It's something different from that.
Okay,
You
so
have that too.
can I do channel divinity with the ones that are more injured, and then like the lesser ones just help with my healer's kit, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that then.
So go ahead and roll perception, see if you can tell the most injured from the kind of. Just
Do I have to roll with disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay. So that was 6. That would be 9. Damn it.
Could have been
Okay.
a 22, but it's a 9.
So 9. All right. So you're kind of looking around. Everyone just looks like a bloody mess. You're just like, all right, you, and you, and so you kind of hold up your symbol, do a quick pray, and you start to glow with divine energy, and you glow and glow and glow, and so it just kind of suddenly sinks back into you and bursts out among the people, and you see a lot of them. Their wounds start to heal up, and a lot of them are just like kind of look at you as your glowing divine figure, and it just emanates almost a peace to them. You're just like, everything will be all right now. So those of you, or those that were healed, are kind of just a little better off, but mentally they're a lot better off. So you, after doing that, you kind of see in the distance, I see tracks, and you kind of whip around. So what are we doing?
I kind of lingered just real quick to make sure that she heard, and to make sure that she's following in our direction. And once I see that she's following in our direction, like we go.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're heading over to the east.
To the east.
To the east.
Yeet.
Now, does that count as a spell slot that when I did that, or is it just...
No, it's just a once per day sort of ability.
Okay.
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 That was cool.
Would have been nice if I wasn't at disadvantage.
Well, still, that was just on the perception. You still helped a lot of people.
So, are you guys all tracking through after these footprints, Christy?
Well, I'm heading to the trail.
Oh, that's right. I wanted you
I
to roll.
followed about him.
I needed you to roll perception again for healing, for hearing.
Advantage.
20, natural 20.
All right. As you guys are kind of running towards the east side and following these tracks, very, very faintly you hear coming out of one of the houses.
I directly run after it.
Okay. This place is engulfed completely in flame. You can hear things crashing down inside. The door is still standing up, and this place isn't going to last very long. But you can definitely hear somebody kind of banging on something wooden, just screaming for help, coming from inside.
Is it like a one-story house or what?
It's a one-story. Everything here is one story.
Okay.
Okay, everything's a one-story house here.
Now that I know
It's a
that,
mansion,
there's no
actually.
stairs,
Yeah, there's no stairs. There you go.
It's a mansion, actually.
Okay, so you said they're banging on something. Are they banging on the door, or what are they banging on?
From here, it doesn't look like they're banging like on the door here, but they're somewhere inside. And they're banging on something. You can hear.
Can I open the door?
You go for the
Check
handle
the
and
doorknob.
you try it.
No,
You're just
I'm
like,
saying, am I able to open the door, or is that something that's
Or is the door
locked
gone?
There's no lock or anything that you can see. It's just a simple wooden door with a handle. You can kind of
So can I knock it in there?
go ahead and roll straight.
Oof.
5?
You and it's still kind of gives you a jolt. You can definitely feel heat on the back of this door as your shoulder presses up against it.
Can I hit it again?
Do it again.
Hit it again.
18.
18.
There you go.
You're just like, this is gonna be something bad. So you kind of like brace yourself and you throw yourself into the door. It caves in with your body weight, and you just fall with the door as the flames burst out from a flash of fire.
Create or destroy water. I want to create water.
Okay. How much water are you gonna create?
I want to engulf the house as much as possible. So
Okay. So you lay down and you see the fire burst out, and it just kind of singes the back of your hair a little bit, and you hold out your symbol, and you just like, "Ah!" and you give it a shout, and you can hear everyone here just kind of hears as a single like dark storm cloud comes and hovers around this single abode and just pours water down onto it.
That's actually really cool.
And kind of wait a second, the flames are kind of like fighting it back and forth. I'm gonna have you roll. Just go ahead and roll a d20.
Okay.
what am
13.
I adding to it?
Just roll. What do you
13.
roll? 13.
So 13.
Okay. The flames fight you a bit as the rest of your water from your spell trickles down, and the storm cloud starts to evaporate back into this. But it's definitely subsided. A lot of the flames from the inside, you can actually see the sky now versus the fire through some of the holes, and you still hear this boom, boom, boom.
Oh boy.
Coming from further inside the house.
I scream, where are you?
I'm here! I'm here!
Where was he? I just frantically running. I keep talking!
I'm here! I'm here!
Running for
Bigger, louder and louder, and you come to what looks like a bedroom door. It's got a bunch of debris pressed up against it.
I'm going to try and barrel through.
Where are we
all
at?
the
Well,
debris.
well, she
You
just
guys,
lived.
off to the trail.
Yeah, you guys were
So
running up the trail.
she just left on her
She
own?
booked it up
Yeah,
to
she-
that house.
she booked
Yeah.
out to the house.
So where'd
if
you
you guys
work?
want, you can roll a perception and see if you
Yeah.
notice that
See if
she's
we
missing.
notice that she left or not.
And you also did notice the storm cloud above the house, so.
That is true.
9.
You gotta roll a
You
disadvantage.
said perception. That is 19.
19. Renfus is like, we're missing somebody.
Where's our cat friend?
You guys see the storm cloud just start to dissipate over this house.
That way.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so we go.
You go in there. You see Chrissy kind of like looking at like this debris like shoved up against a door, and it's still smoldering, and some of it's still on fire. After she tried to douse most of this flame in water, and you still hear banging on the door, and a female voice is just screaming for help.
I run and I just try to move everything away.
Roll a strength check for me to see if you can get the debris out of the way.
18.
18.
Nice.
You're just like, move! The door kind of slams open as she does a final knock on the door, and it's a very it's a very petite teenage female. Most of her like garment is singed from the fire that was inside. That she tried to put out with a blanket. It looks like she's just covered in soot and dust, and she coughs. Thank you.
Is there anybody else in here with you?
It was just me.
I'm gonna carry her out.
You guys carry her out. One of the city guards is kind of running past, checking out survivors, and sees, "Oi, is she okay?" Kind of takes her from you guys.
She's fine. She just needs a bit of air.
Thank you. Thanks. All right, I'll take it from here. Kind of starts ushering her off to where you know is the triage center.
Right.
You guys now making your way back towards the east side. You notice that there is what was the wooden wall there has been actually pulled down, and it's just a large gaping mass.
So they pulled the ambushed them.
And there's where the logs are sitting on the ground. You can see that where whatever they were dragging has hit the side of these logs and is like blood smeared. They were not gentle.
So I go through.
All right, so you guys trekking through. I need all of you to roll survival to see if you can keep track of these tracks.
Wisdom
What
check.
is- what
Wisdom
do I
check.
get? Okay.
14.
14,
20.
20,
13.
13.
Natural one.
Nice.
Renfus is kind of like looking behind it, see who else is coming along. Chrissy, after rescuing the person, is very attuned to what's going on along with Sia, and you guys book it through the muck in the swamp until you get to a very marshed area. It's somewhat frozen over. You can still make out where the foot tracks have broken through the thin ice in the marsh, and you now come to kind of a cliffside in the swamp area here, where through the trees you can actually see what looks to be an old vined up ruin of a type, and you even from this distance, which is probably a good half mile to a mile away, you can hear the cackling of what you now are very familiar of gnolls. This Renfus is the one that brings back a memory of when you parlayed with the bugbear and goblins, and they said they were going south to avoid the gnolls.
Oh, shit.
I had that
This-
thought in my head.
This is what they were worried about.
Well, now I know why that those goblins were getting the fuck out of here. These are the guys that were terrorizing them. I look over at Chrissy and I realize she wasn't there for that. It's like, when we first got together, we heard rumors of this from another group, and now we know why they came all the way down as far as they did.
Did you say goblins?
Yeah, it was a really weird time. We parlayed with the goblins, but that's a different story for a different time. There's a lot more pressing matters.
It was
right
either
now.
that or they tear apart a village of people.
Yeah, it was.
It's not as if we've never fought these things before. We'll take them down just as we have in the past.
Do we have any idea? Can we have? Now, are we just hearing the
You're
sound?
hearing.
So we
the
can't
cackling,
see them,
yeah.
but we just
She
hear
said
them.
it was very distinct, so
Very
we know
distinct,
exactly
right,
what
yeah.
we're up against.
But are they close or are they far away?
No, they're pretty far. They're about you from where you're standing. There was a marsh, and then there was kind of like a cliffside that went down a bit, and through this cliffside clearing of the trees, There's more marshland down below, and then there's this really old. It looks like the swamp is trying to overtake this spiraling keep structure that's kind of jets out from the swamp area.
Yeah. Alright. We can go after them right away, or we can try to regroup and get a bigger group to try to take out as many of these gnolls as possible.
If there is a huge number of them, if you say there were things fleeing from these, we're not sure what we're running into. We should be more concerned with the villagers.
We can't just run into this blindly, because that's not going to help anybody, honestly.
Honestly, if we get pinned by these things and surrounded, I'm not sure how many of each will be able to take them out.
Yes.
I'm partly singed over here.
Alright.
Do we know if they have any survivors with them?
I saw footprints, right?
Yeah, you saw tons of footprints. You saw drag marks. It looks like that. Even the guard says that some of them were taken. You're just not sure if they're alive or dead.
I would say something more of recon if we can hide a bit.
Right.
We should follow, but carefully.
Tread lightly.
As soon as I hear that, I'm like, alright, well, if we're gonna get some recon, I look around and now, so you said this is a marsh area. Are there like trees in this marsh area at all? Or
there are. The trees themselves, from the base to the top, are more or less barren. There's not a whole lot of ground cover where you guys are currently. What trees that do provide cover are these willow trees kind of brushing into the halfway through. They're all very tall. They're probably a good
Can
50,
I climb
60.
it? I'm a cat.
You're the fastest of us, right?
I have.
What's your speed?
My speed's
Do I get advantage being a cat?
I don't know. Do you have
my
a
speed is 30 feet.
Tail.
So
I'm going to try to roll my dice.
You can always look.
What do I roll for it?
D20. And
What do you
your
do?
strength.
she's climbing a
Or
tree.
athletics for climbing.
She's climbing a tree.
So I add
These
athletics.
to
Yeah.
us.
Ren, we're gonna stay here and recon. Get Parm and the crew and tell them to meet up here.
So
Alright.
16
16.
and 17.
Okay. So
As she's
17.
climbing into the tree, I look at them. After what Suya said, I was like, "All right, I'm getting the rest of them. I'll be back in a moment, and I'm going back to get the crew and Parm."
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're just gonna stay and wait for them, and we're just gonna like observe and recon.
See what they can see
Sounds good.
without moving, and then I'm running back.
Yeah.
This is 17. I went up to 2.
So 17. So Chrissy, you kind of look up and you're looking at some of the tallest trees. You whip out these two small daggers that you have just for
Just in
having
case.
fun, just in case. You just start just clawing your way up to the tree with your small daggers and your feline physique. And you get to one of the branches. You kind of hold on, and while you're looking at this keep, you see several torch lights
I also have
flickering all
night
through.
vision.
It's still
It's still daylight.
it's still
I
pretty
think.
Still
daylight.
daylight?
Yeah, you guys notice like you got here. It's probably a little after midday by now. So you guys see that there's just, or you see that there's
But you
lots
said
of.
torches, so I'm thinking nighttime.
Well, yeah. What it looks like, it doesn't necessarily look like they're constantly like waving back and forth. You see them kind of strategically placed so that there's light around here. You can hear ever so a lot more clearly. And you're just cackling. We'll go ahead and roll a perception.
Here.
Hearing perception, so you get that with advantage.
I got 20.
Natural 20.
Natural 20, damn!
25.
That's 3 natural 20s
Through the
for Casey.
cackling and the occasional sound of metal, you're just very attuned to what's natural and what's not natural in the swamp. And from a distance, you can still you can hear. Let me out! And a muddle of other human speech
Can
So
I
it's
see
not
more
just
or
me.
less where they are?
from this distance. Not really.
So she just sees the entrance to the
You
keep,
see
right? Okay.
you see torchlight because it's so bright. And you can hear it just from your angle, but other than that, that's about it.
Okay. I'm going to go down and inform
Yeah,
them.
so you just. All right. Getting the order from Suya, you're just like, all right, I'll be right back.
And I'm
so you
running.
book-
I'm running back, and as soon as
Roll
I
perception.
perception check, because I'm just trying to get the Parm and the others. Fuck me with a
Why did
pole.
you pick that one?
That is a 5.
5.
Why did you pick that one?
Because this one's been rolling good for me.
For attacks, maybe, yeah.
No, like today it's been rolling good. God damn it.
Okay.
So you run back into the village, and you run past. You meet up with Parm and the rest of the crew, and there's like, yeah, that's fine. We'll catch up to you if we can. Right now, they need us.
No, you need to come with us now. We don't know how many of them are there. There might be survivors.
They could come back.
Go with
might come
us.
back and
We
attack.
got this. And she's like, all right. And she's like, all right. Where'd they go? She kind of puts back together her
Great,
supply
party
real
of
quick.
5 again. Yay.
Alright, so I lead her back to where we went.
Alright. So you're going back and roll another perception.
Alright. Okay, that's 12.
It's 12?
12, yeah.
Alright. Well,
Did you
Barb
roll
says,
that
wait.
one again?
She's kind of like,
Oh, God.
gets her sword, her hand on her sword for a second. She's like, do you hear that? She's kind of like moves off to the side for a little bit, and you kind of see her disappear underneath a weeping willow.
Why? Well,
She
that.
jumps back real quick. Renfis!
Okay, I'm running over to what she could have.
Quietly. You can kind of hear a muddled.
Where are they at?
They're probably
They're separated.
like maybe halfway between you guys are right now.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
So-
Slowly
Oh, okay.
Move them,
my
like,
way.
at least that
Kind of
way.
like move aside
where.
the
Yeah.
brush of the willow, and gleaming through the darkness of the tree, you can see 4 eyes kind of like catch yours for a second with the light, and as the light fills, you notice that there's a very badly injured direwolf standing over another even worse off direwolf.
Now, do these look okay? Like, would I know if these are friendly at all, or are these?
One is growling at you, but it doesn't look like he's really itching to
Territorial,
fight.
maybe?
It looks more.
Well, they're
I-
injured.
I'm
but
standing
they're
there and I
probably-
look over to Porn. I'm like, these are dire wolves. They don't look good. These gnolls may have gotten to these as well.
Kind of steps up a little bit. She's like,
I'm backing up slowly. As I'm backing up, I'm not saying anything. As I'm letting go of the brush on the willow, my left hand's already on one of my daggers, and I'm slowly backing away. Just to be ready, but I'm backing away.
she's like, they're injured.
Leave them be. They're not our issue right now. Let's keep going.
No, this is like off topic.
Yeah.
Could we have befriended them? And
This could have been Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
could have
that's
had pet
entirely
direwolves.
up to you guys. And
No, I know, I'm
It's
just
entirely up to
saying,
Renfis
yeah.
to tell you. And it's entirely
Well,
up
the
to
thing
guys.
is, I will mention that when we get. I was like, well,
We
'cause
could
like
have had a pet!
listen. I haven't even gotten to you guys yet.
I'm just
So
kidding.
I tell as we.
I know, we don't know this.
Let's just keep going. Let's just
Well, I
keep
can
going.
communicate
We'll
with
handle it.
animals.
Well,
She can, but
we can handle. Well,
Okay.
You're not there.
that's
though.
not our issue right now. I haven't gotten to you guys yet.
I'm
I
right,
will tell you guys about the wolves.
I'm right here. Holy shit.
All
He
right.
stopped yelling in my ear.
So that's
You guys kind of make your way back very quietly, keeping an eye on it. It doesn't look like it's following you. It's
Okay,
just
alright.
going to stay there.
So as
Catch back up.
we make our way back, I'm like, well, found a couple dire wolves. Didn't look like they were in good shape. Looked like the gnolls got to them as well.
We left them alone.
Where were they?
About halfway, but underneath a willow.
I'm
Well-
going to go talk to them.
Talk to them.
Shh. Let's just let her do her thing.
Do I look human to you?
Do I look human to you? I get it. Let's. So
I'm
she
gonna,
leads
I'm
you
gonna
back.
follow you, actually.
Yeah.
Before
Okay.
I go, all of you, since we're all together,
Yes.
they do have survivors there. I heard them, so we have no choice.
Yeah.
After I see the dire wolves, I will
We'll handle over there.
accompany you back there.
You guys make your way back, and Parm's like,
So does that mean? So did we all go with him, or we
no,
just?
we're still.
We're still
in the
there.
area.
Okay.
It's
And
just,
she went with Parm.
I
right?
said
No,
I
no,
was, I
Parm
said
is
I
with
was
us.
following.
Parm is
No,
with
us.
Parm's with me.
Parm's with
Parm
Chrissy.
showed me.
Parm's
showed
with
me
her.
where the
Oh,
dire
okay,
wolves
okay.
are.
So I think the guys are still waiting, and then the ladies went back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
So let's.
We'll
All
just.
three of you are together, right?
Well, she said she's going with
that's
you.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the ladies.
Yeah.
So
So you get
So split them
We'll
over.
just keep watch. Yeah.
as they're leaving, I'm trying to observe.
I'm gonna stick the two of you
go
guys
ahead and roll
together.
perception. See what you see.
And I'm watching as they leave. Like I'm assuming you're looking forward, right?
I'm looking to that
Just
area.
to-
You're looking to that area. I'm watching as they leave to make sure nothing else ends up starting to go with them.
9.
So I'm gonna,
Yeah, it's just
Do I
more
need
of the
to roll
same.
too?
You're just
yeah. Since I'm watching them leave, I'm just making sure that there's no issues as well. That is 16.
16. No, there's nothing right now.
Nothing right now. Okay. All right.
Right, so you guys make your way back, and you can definitely hear more of this growl than there was before because it's already agitated and found out, but it doesn't have much of a choice other than to stay here. What kind of move do you want to do? You know it's there. It kind of knows you're there.
I'm going to do something nobody's seen yet. I'm going to kneel down and I'm going to try and talk to it very nicely.
What are you gonna say?
I'm going to say, can you tell me what happened here? I can cure your wounds, but you have to work with me. I can cure your partner as well.
Who are you? Why are you here? Are you one of them? Don't trick me.
I'm not tricking you. If you understand me and I can understand you, it's obvious that we are both of the same kind.
You slaughtered us all. You can't take me.
I do not wish to take you. I only wish to cure your wounds. But I need to know what happened. What exactly attacked you?
They hunted us. They hunted our pack. Those beasts and steel. Beasts.
So they tried to slaughter everybody indiscriminately.
Yes.
How is it you escaped?
With our lives under this tree, me and my mate.
Is your mate badly injured? I cannot see you through this tree.
She will not survive long.
If you
But I
let
will
me,
protect her till my last breath.
if you let me get close to her, I can make her survive. I have magic.
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Persuasion.
Persuasion. You got this, Chris.
Charisma. That's charisma.
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 I'm not very much of it.
You got it.
15?
15.
Is that enough, or can I? Do I roll again?
If you want to, you can use the luck if you don't think it's good enough.
Oh.
I think it's good. 15 is good. I think.
You want to try? Alright. You can come in, but try anything and I'll bite your head.
Okay, but I have to do a spell, so you're going to have to put a little bit of trust into me.
Only you, I smell others.
There are others here, and I will have them stand behind the tree, but I will come in alone.
No, all you guys hear is.
You will have to stay here because he does not trust you.
Could you tell him I can help too?
He will barely let me help.
I'm
His
small
mate is
enough.
dying.
He's more of a threat to me than I am to him.
Would you allow a small?
Only you.
He will not allow it.
You make your way in, you kind of brush aside, and you can definitely tell that there's a couple of broken arrow bits in him. His mate, he's kind of stepped slightly to the side so you can administer any aid that you say you can. And she's just almost disemboweled. She's not looking.
Doing well. Okay. I'm going to try and cure her then.
Okay.
What would that be?
Cure wounds?
Cure one? Okay.
I want to fix this shit.
The heal me thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and.
Well, there's healing
roll
word.
for
There's cure wounds.
There's what?
There's healing word. There's cure wounds.
Which one's better?
Cure wounds, I think is better.
Cure wounds.
Let me look up healing word real fast,
I think healing
because
word.
that's one that I don't know
That
enough
was like.
of.
But I don't think Chrissy has that one.
Oh, she doesn't?
No.
Oh, damn it.
And then she would do cure wounds. So just do cure wounds.
Yeah, just
Are
the
you
cure
going to do
wounds.
it first or second level?
I have a real question. Like, if I do first level, will it help the mate survive? Like, I don't know how badly injured something has to be for first level to work or not.
Basically, where the mate is currently, it's on a death save.
So
any-
probably
Be a
higher
level?
As long as
Well, then I don't have a choice. I have to
Isn't it like
more.
they're at death's door kind of? But as long as they get cured, they're
Then
on their way
it'll
to
be
recovery.
fine,
So
yeah.
either
So
either
either
level
way
will be
is
fine.
fine.
Or
It's just a
do I
matter of
have
how
potions?
much.
If you're in
you're
doubt
gonna
that
try and have a dire wolf try and chug a potion.
That's
when
not
he's
gonna
dead.
work.
That's not gonna.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
I'm just being
Cure
logistical
wounds would be-
for you.
they
Yeah.
drink it and stuff.
I know, but
If I have her, like, if I put the
It
bottle
also
in her
might-
mouth, won't she drink it?
it also might think you're trying to trick them because they don't know what that liquid is.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want. And find
You
out
also
what the
specifically said-
consequences
you
is.
also
Cure wounds, if not, I'll give her the potion.
And say you also specifically. Well, wait. Does she have to roll for cure wounds, or does she just roll what she
I don't know.
heals?
No, just go ahead and roll for heal.
Roll your healing.
She only
It's
rolls
not
to see
quite-
how effective it is, but that's after the fact.
7. Well, do I add something to it?
Your spell attack modifier, which is on the page, on the printed page, the notebook. On the notebook.
What? I'm confused.
So the last page, there's a
Show me.
spell attack bonus.
Which one?
The spell attack, which is +3.
Oh, okay.
So
that's
20.
That's 20.
So it's
To
20.
see how effective.
So
it
you're
is.
just like, it's okay. You kind of put your hand on the worst spot, close your eyes, and just send this burst of divine energy into this wolf. It kind of pulses, and and its mate kind of, what did you do? And all of the blood and everything, the wounds just kind of close up neatly, and you can hear it. And she kind of opens her eyes finally. It's this bright blue eyes against a white coat smeared with red. It's fine. Everything is fine. I'm okay now.
Let me heal you too.
Very well.
I'll use a first level spell for her.
First level cure wounds.
Go ahead and cure.
20.
Natural 20.
Oh my
Damn.
god.
4 natural 20s for Chrissy. That's awesome.
And the
Yeah.
effect.
There are other numbers here.
Huh?
How much did you heal him for?
What for what?
1d8.
Oh, you gotta roll the 1d8. Yeah.
1d8 plus your
I
modifiers.
don't know which one that
The
is.
diamond.
The diamond. Yeah, I think for cure wounds you only
5
have
plus
Yeah,
3.
you only
5
have-
plus 3, so that'd be 8.
You kind of see like some of the arrows that was in them has been snapped off, kind of spit out, and the wound closes. Many things. I'm sorry for being rude earlier. I didn't know how powerful you were and how kind.
Well, I'm not the only one. The 2 elves that saw you earlier, they were the ones that told me.
The little one, the skittish one. I remember them.
Yes. Those 2.
Yes.
If there's
Somewhere where
anything
he's like,
I can do, we can do. She kind of slowly tries to get back up and kind of falls back down, still weak. Eventually, we can do.
Well, if you do see injured villagers, please do not maul them. And
The villagers don't mind us. We keep down the population of those that would travel into their domain. We have a mutual. We did have a mutual understanding.
well, if you know the direction of the gnolls about how far they are,
Kind of sniffs the air, and I can lead you the way.
okay. But you do not have need to die, so as soon as you lead us, you should leave.
Kind of bows his head. Of course.
Get
Do
them
not
dire
mind-
wolves!
She
Do
just
not
said they're
mind
gonna
my
leave though as soon as she
companions.
leaves.
They will not.
They're not gonna fight with us.
They will not attack you.
Understandable. Please give us some time for her to recover. I know your sense.
You will catch up with us. We will see you then.
And kind of goes back to his mate and
That's not to say they won't help us later. Again.
I know, but
Amaryllis is just sitting there like, I wanted to befriend a dire wolf.
you kind of exit the brush and you hear woo. It throws you for a second. Alright.
Okay, let's go back. They will join us shortly to lead us to the gnolls exactly where they are, so we will know how far they are.
Bees.
Rejoin the party, I
Yeah,
guess.
we you two need to like rest because you guys use healing stuff.
Alright, so you guys
Well,
want
the
to.
wolves are resting.
Well,
anyways.
Channel Divinity doesn't use a spell slot, so
it's a
technically,
one.
It's
She's
a
the
one.
one. She's the one. Well, okay. Does she like? How
Technically,
are
I'm
you
good.
doing spell slots in relation to short
Technically,
rests
I'm
compared to
good.
long rests?
Oh, okay.
it doesn't use a spell slot. I just can only
I
use
would
it once
honestly
per
say
day.
that with your current levels, I would just short rest would bring back your spells.
Okay, so if we
That's
take
why
a short rest,
short
yeah,
rest
we'll
while
take
they
a
get
short rest, yeah.
yeah, and while we're still
Yeah.
trying to
When
figure
they
out.
get back, we'll take a short rest, kind of take stock.
You guys go back over to the cliffside that overlooks the keep. You're kind of just watching over.
Well, I'll keep watch while I take a rest because I want to see if anything moves in or out.
Yeah, I haven't. I mean, I don't have spells or anything to use, and I haven't lost any HP, so I'll kind of like chill with Suya as we kind of let them rest.
Arm kind of comes to a realization. She just kind of looks around. Wait, my backpack. She
Oh god.
rips it off real quick. She just rumbles through it. You kind of hear it. Dink. She's, yes. She pulls out a spyglass.
Oh, nice.
Huh.
This is very expensive. Don't break it.
I take it and I go, and I just that's
And just drops it.
no, I don't actually drop it. No, no, I use the spyglass to see if I can.
So kind of pull it out and kind of look through. Go ahead and roll a perception.
Perception
With advantage.
With
advantage.
Hell yeah. Okay, thank
Advantage.
God for advantage.
There you go.
Yeah. You said perception. I know that's a +2, so that's 18.
18.
Thank you for that advantage because that was a 2 originally.
You pull it out and you're just like, whoa, I can fucking see some shit.
Can you see your house from here?
I can almost see my old home from here.
Glowing beacon of brightness.
Marlis is just like, really?
No,
So
not
you look
really.
down, and what you can see scurrying about throughout the ruins, several torches are lined up kind of as a signal just for extra light and things of that nature. You see prisoners being tugged down inside of the keep itself to whatever fate might have in store for them. But judging by your quick kind of looking around and trying to take a number of as many different knolls as you can, you probably can surmise that there's at least 40 knolls here.
40?
40.
I close up and I'm like, there's a fucking lot down there. And I mean, we've fought some bad people. We fought some massive swarms of people, but there's at least 40 down there.
There was blacksmith in the town, right? Did
He
they have
might be
any
dead.
explosive signs or anything around there? Do you think? Don't know.
You don't know?
We passed by all this. You could at least tell me.
Were you looking for
We
explosives?
weren't looking. We can't really just
You
No,
can go
but
back.
to my knowledge, does blacksmith usually have stuff like that?
Generally, forges
Some.
will have like coal and sulfur, things of that nature that keep the forges burning. But
It's
as
on
far as
fire,
like
though.
black powder or anything weird like that, you have no idea about black powder for the most part. And your smithing just wasn't your forte.
I also explained to them because I explained that I'm seeing that they're pulling prisoners down.
Does anybody have liquor?
Oh, I fucking wish.
Arm kind of pulls out a little like half-empty vial of what looks to be some sort of liquid. She's like, "Got a little bit."
That won't nearly be enough. Is there anybody with knowledge about making any type of bombs?
About any time of what?
If there are 40
Would
of
I-
them, we could take down half the number with bombs.
What I'm going to ask you is, in Renfus's time with the Crimson One, because there was a variety of different kinds of people,
Definitely
and
not me.
some missions were very loud, some missions were very quiet. Did he, in his years there, know anybody who may have known anything about some sort of explosive?
In your history of being with the organization, most of it was very cloak and dagger, sort of revenge for
Right.
the rich versus the poor sort of situation.
Right.
When it got loud, it was mostly because the guards were called,
Okay.
and Molotovs and that sort of thing was used to break the guards' trail or destroy what evidence of the Crimson's.
So then he at least knows how to make Molotovs.
So Molotovs would be the
Yeah.
only, so not like a big bomb, at least
No.
like a Molotov to set them on
Yeah.
fire.
Is there a grass patch around that little fortress thing?
It looks like you know what kudzu looks like, right?
What?
Kudzu.
They're like
it's basically
you know those
a
leaves that grow
broad
on
leaf
buildings.
Okay.
vine
big.
that just wraps everything.
Oh, so it's around.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
like ivy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of it's kind of browned and it's not as lush and green as it could be because it's cold, but it's still very prevalent.
I look over at Parma. Do you know anything explosive in your magic arsenal at all?
If only I was attuned just a little bit more, I can feel the fire burning in me, but every time I try and cast Fireball, I just get burning hands.
Well, we're not going to rely on that one. I appreciate the effort. I don't want to... If we're going to be doing something, I don't want to be doing something that's going to put more people...
I guess he doesn't really light your fire.
She kind of realizes, I have cone of cold.
Cone of cold.
It's cold now, but it'd be a lot colder then.
Would it freeze then?
We definitely slow their tracks. Possibly even kill some of them. It's good enough.
But there's 40 of them, and there's
It's
only
not
5
good
of
for
us.
40.
This is just kind of thinking when he's just like, aside from the occasional Molotov, I don't have any sort of explosives unless we go back and see if we got a survivor that would know a little something more. But even then, we don't know what kind of stock they would still have with everything that got burnt to the ground.
Well, we are going to have ourselves a good old-fashioned slaughter, I guess, because we're going to have to go in there and kill them all.
You hear small footprints or footsteps coming up from behind you guys. Perhaps I can help.
Oh, come on.
Who's this?
It's the mate for the wolf.
Ah.
Oh!
She's resting but safe. She wanted me to come and see what assistance I can provide. You speak of a great number. I know of the great number.
There's 40 of them, apparently.
At least from what I can see.
Remember, she's the only one that knows what they're saying.
Yeah, we don't know.
Well, I
what
don't say, I
that's
don't say, okay.
There is a very.
I'll just say,
great
just
number.
remember.
I realized I was, yeah.
Give me time, and I will return on the morning. Perhaps with assistance, perhaps not. The forest can be interesting.
Well, in that time, do you think you could point us in a direction? Because we will have to go up ahead.
He
There are
steps up.
villagers that are still taken by them, and perhaps more of your kind.
Smells the air and waits a little bit. He's like, hi, I smell them. They're alive. Some of my kind. They're alive.
If I wait till morning, then we will not reach them in time. But if we forge on ahead and you tell us where to go and come with what little assistance you can.
He kind of looks around down the cliff a bit, and he kind of lays down on the ground and puts a paw out that direction there, towards the winding creek.
While this is happening, I look at Suya and I just go, is that fucking wolf pointing with his paw?
I think so.
They can't understand.
No,
no.
It's growling, but I don't know what.
I knew she was weird, but what the fuck?
We shall go ahead then. Thank you for your assistance.
Of course, I will find you. And he gets up and darts off with like lightning speed, just off into the forest.
Well, they are in that direction.
Alright.
Do we know how long it would take to get there?
It looked maybe about a half a mile trek towards this winding creek. It looks like from the way he was pointing and looking, he's getting towards what looks to be the creek follows down the back side of this ruin, so it's not a front door entrance.
It's a sneaky entrance.
Yeah.
So he gave us like the discreet entrance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I just basically I explained to them what the wolf told me.
Because
So
I
there's
don't
a
want to re-explain all
no,
that
that's
again.
fine. So there's a potential for assistance, but we have to wait till morning, which is definitely.
We need to forge on ahead. I told him we would meet them there.
Then let's go.
We have to keep as quiet as possible. I know we know that.
At this
That's
point, we should take out what we can in quiet, but as soon as we take out a few, they will make noises.
They will
These
make
things
noise.
are not quiet creatures.
I'm gonna cast 8 before we go.
Okay.
Alright, so we get plus
5 hit points.
3 of us get plus 5 on hit points.
Yeah, you guys get it. Because I do not have 3rd level spells yet, so can't include myself.
You got a pencil?
Where did I
Well,
get
no,
the
it's
ones?
it's only on 3 people, right?
Yeah,
Harm.
that's what I'm saying. You guys
that's
get it.
Oh yeah, harmony.
I
yeah,
don't.
yeah.
She doesn't either.
I forgot how fate and gate. It works. There you go.
Take
So it's
dog.
3 people. It should be you 3 then.
No,
No,
she's casting it
you
on us
three.
three.
Oh, okay.
It's only
Yeah.
3.
So before you guys make a drink, do we want
Wait,
to take a
but
quick
what's your hit
bathroom break?
points?
Do we want to take?
What's my
Let's,
hit points?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a quick bath.
we'll take a break. All right, so
I'm
let's go. Let's
33.
go ahead and
Just a
take a
quick
quick
Should
break
have
right
the
now.
extra 5 and I'll be fine
I
yeah.
already, I already cast
Well, you
it.
set it up
It's
better.
too
Yeah.
bad.
While you go ahead and set this up, we're gonna take a quick little break.
Would you allow her to revise it so it's these 3?
Yeah, however you want to revise it. it's
I'm
fine.
not usually the one fighting though. I'm
No,
kind
but
of,
if you get hit, that'll be a big
That's very true.
drawback. Because with 33, I have 38 points.
okay.
I don't need
I mean,
it.
you could take mine actually, because I'm good with defense.
Well, 3 of us have to get it, so.
So, Chrissy, you take it actually.
All right. Well, we shall be back. About 5 to 10 minutes. Go ahead.
If the
and-
healers die, they die.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
basically,
know. Cool.
basically what's going on. Alrighty, yeah. So
I have second one. I have plenty of stuff.
yeah, you have second wind.
You have
stuff like
cooldowns.
I'm gonna cool down.
that. You just gotta cool it down. So
It's literally called Second Wind, which is pretty great.
that's actually when he was telling me that was really cool.
Anyway,
So anyway, as
break time.
we go ahead and take a break, hope you guys are enjoying this thus far, and we will join you guys again in just a few minutes as we come back with more stuff. So until then, we will see you guys in a few minutes.
We can walk where it was.
Alright, go ahead.
Did you mute the mics?
I'm going to in a moment once I get music going. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I know, right? Here we go.
And the chat heard me say
That's the first thing they hear is walking peasant. Welcome back, everybody, to the Homebrewers. We're back. I think I'm ready to jump right on into it. Let's do it. We're walking as fast as we can.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Tiny legs. All right. So you guys, following the paw pointing of the dire wolf, that
I'm
was
still
recently
fucked
saved.
up by that, by the way. Like breakfast is just that was a wolf that pointed us in the direction. What the fuck?
Talking to a cat, girls.
We literally fought an armor-clad skeleton, and this is the weirdest thing you're seeing.
Yes. I mean, I can't explain why Amaryllis. It's just that's the weirdest thing to me. It's cool. Don't get me wrong, but it's so weird.
So you guys make your way down towards the Winding Creek area. It's very marsh still, even though it's been kind of frozen over. And night is starting to creep in.
Just took a shower.
The
coldest shower you can ever take.
I paid myself for beauty, and this is what I get.
Soap, water.
Create water.
She's like, keep me clean. All right. Do you have the lexicon, by the way? Or?
You know what?
Oops.
Dyslexica, yeah.
Dyslexic man storms Area 15.
So how long would it take to mend the armor?
Authorities don't arrest him.
I would say it would take closer to like about 2-3 hours for her to just continuously be doing that.
Okay, so after
time though?
Not right now.
Yeah.
So after 8 hours, aid goes away. I put that in case.
So
whatever.
I need you guys to go ahead and roll perception and see what you see and make sure they're staying on track. Things of that nature.
All right.
All of us?
Yeah, we're all rolling perception check.
I'm still at disadvantage.
24.
I cry.
24?
18.
5.
8.
8.
Because I'm still at disadvantage.
Oh my goodness.
5.
Well, I have 24.
I'm glad I cast
goals.
aid.
2 kids gonna die tonight.
One of them's gonna be me.
We'll be dead together. Hell yeah.
Wait, why do you assume you're the other one?
Because I was the other one that rolled low.
That doesn't mean anything.
Let's all
I'm
not
the
try and
squishy.
die. I don't want to repose a bunch of people and carry
There's
around
a
back.
bunch of people.
That's all I
That's
needed
the
to be
word
carrying
from the
2
cleric.
of you over to a church.
1.5, really.
You have the bag of holding, so.
Oh shit, we got the bag of holding.
What is in the bag of
You
holding,
put
though?
people in there, right?
No, living things can't be in there.
Never mind.
They will. They will literally
You will
die.
Like right away, or like.
I would say
At
they
all.
suffocate.
I mean, what if they're already dead?
But it's a
Then you would have a.
They're not
very-
living things,
you would
then.
be a decomposing body.
Oh.
I mean, but if they're opposed, could it technically
minute.
just go in there to be carried?
I would say
No.
for like maybe.
Whatever you're planning,
minutes.
no.
Wait, but they're not breathing. They're dead. They're just being.
Oh, a corpse. Yeah, you can carry a corpse as much as you want.
Yeah, but like you know that spell I have that keeps them like
From
from
decomposing.
Oh, but
That
you would actually
probably
have to put the body in
shouldn't-
the bag of holding to do that.
No, but like if I cast the spell and the
Why
person
are we
then put the
talking
body
about
in the bag of
our
holding,
dead
could that be
bodies?
possible?
I'm just preparing for it.
Yeah.
I've got like
Okay.
5 characters already rolled.
Well, I
I'm
can put your
good.
bodies in the bag.
We have a failed site.
At least it'll be easier to carry.
I'm gonna
around.
start rolling my new stats right now.
I can just probably just fit into someone's holster or something.
Okay, but regardless. Okay,
Squish her down.
so 24,
18.
18,
8.
8, and 5.
Okay.
All right.
Yay!
Hey.
So you guys
Representing
make
my
your
god
my,
with my
my
8.
mix's trying to drink that.
Yeah.
way-
I'm representing my god.
That's
Infinity
true.
symbol.
Oh my god.
Exactly!
You guys come down and you're kind of sludging through the somewhat frozen marshlands, but still more or less wet.
Ew.
You guys,
Ugh.
roll-
Sounds like Guy Fieri eating.
Ew!
God. You guys stop for a second. You stop everybody else, even though they're just like, what the hell's going on? And in the distance, you just kind of hear.
Oh no.
You kind of see pretty far, just in within your sight, a lumbering greenish humanoid, huge, just lumbering around, dragging along like a half-eaten deer carcass, and just picks it up.
That's lovely.
Did you say a green human?
Green
Humanoid.
humanoid. So it's not a human, it's just a humanoid-esque creature.
Like shape.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still gross.
Currently has not seen.
Okay.
Alright,
Everybody hide.
Uh-huh.
I mean, do we have to go this direction in order to get to the knolls?
Was
So
this the way
currently,
we were?
it's not quite in your path, but the further you go up ahead, eventually you might run into him unless you guys like.
Is he does he look like he's associated with the gnolls, or is it just a random creature that's
It's
going?
just a random swamp monster that's big and enjoying a deer sandwich.
Okay. Alright.
I mean, if he chases us and we run, we could just take
Bring
him
it to the
knolls.
gnolls! That's true.
Says the people that can run more than 25 feet.
I'll throw you.
Yeah, we got this. It's okay.
Throw the halfling. Yeet it into existence.
Yeet it, yeah, yeet it into the gnolls.
Yeet it into another plane.
Well, it's because if we fight it, it might attract the gnolls' attention too. Who doesn't?
That's why
We
I said
can't
we just
have-
run and
Just
let
run,
attack the
yeah.
knolls.
Well, let's just try to sneak past. But
So
yeah.
you want to roll for stealth, or
Let's do
try and
it.
evade it?
How would we evade it?
We could always just
Is
hide
there another
and
path?
we could always just hide and watch it for a while,
just said
see
no?
like if it's on.
I mean,
Well, my
You could-
perception was really high. I mean, you know.
Well, that's what you saw.
You see him pretty far out in the distance, but you also have to go that way. So you can kind of like arc around him, or you can try and sneak past him,
This is
or fight him.
We could try to hide and wait for an opportunity,
That would take too long.
because he
Let's-
might walk away.
We should
a
probably
little
just
bit.
walk around him to just evade.
To say he's not gonna move.
Yeah.
He's currently just kind of like lumbering off to the side, so he is walking away from your current path, but at a slow
We would
pace.
eventually, if we're going straight
Unless
we
we
would
use
run
a
into him.
distraction?
No. What he's saying is we can either arc around, so like we don't have to fuck with him at all, and just be a little bit longer of a journey, right?
I'm saying we could use a
I
distraction
mean, you're just
to
kind of like
make him
basically
move a
like
little further
going
away.
around, like
Yeah.
around.
But
him.
arcing, okay, so arcing we would just have to arc. We wouldn't have to do anything. We just have
We're
to
not
arc.
taking like an hour out of our way. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll just
We'll
do
arc
that.
around, yeah.
I'm saying we could have used a distraction to make him move a little further away, so we couldn't
Well,
risk it.
We're still gonna arc around it, so we don't.
I'd say we use them as bait if worse comes to worse.
I also say this because I have a thaumaturgy cantrip. I can make noise.
Well, how about we start getting around
Oh.
him? And how about this? We start.
Son of a bitch.
Let's start arcing around him. I'll keep my eyes on him, and if we feel like we need the distraction,
Does it
we
look
can
dumb?
like get some.
pretty dumb.
Pretty dumb.
pretty
All right.
dumb.
And it's kind of, the more it kind of turns around and is enjoying its venison, it looks pretty grotesque too.
Ooh.
Long dangly arms, mangled hair.
Like a troll.
He's eating it. And then he's gonna eat me. Oh my god!
Does it look like he can see well?
This distance, you would imagine that he would see it about as well as any bipedal humanoid can. So, I mean, if he was looking
But
for
like
you,
if we're only going a few feet out of our way, he would still be able to see us, wouldn't he? Or is there more brush there?
No, it's still the tall trees that are kind of barren along the sides. A lot of the fauna is kind of frozen over and dead right now.
I say we just throw something in another direction.
Well,
and
she
hope
has
it goes after it.
that thing that can make noise or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
she
just
has thaumaturgy. She can make a noise off in the distance and
Alright,
distract
so-
him the other way.
Let's
what
go.
kind of noise do you think would distract him?
Any noise really.
Another deer.
Yeah.
He's eating
Another
deer.
deer. He's eating a deer.
Okay, I'm just gonna make it sound like there's a deer kind of stepping nearby.
Like which
What's
direction?
the
Well-
range on thaumaturgy? Do you know?
Well, let's get close as much as we
What?
Yeah,
can.
let's
and
start
then-
arcing around and
Let me double
Well,
check.
no, we're gonna go
this
straight so he could get distracted.
Okay.
fast.
We
I
don't have
want to
time.
say 60 feet, but I could be wrong.
Thaumaturgy's
30 feet.
So we gotta get
You have to
closer.
get a little closer, or
Okay, I tried.
Well, no, it's like still fucking do that. Don't give up on it. It's just, we'll have to get a little closer, and then you use thaumaturgy.
Okay, we'll do that then, I guess.
do you want to stealth up to him, or
We'll stealth up and.
everybody roll for stealth?
Natural 20!
20.
He's still got
See,
natural 20.
natural 20.
Okay, wait, hang on.
Oh,
I have something.
okay. So this is a stealth,
So
right?
you're actually, what's your armor again?
Okay.
You're wearing heavy armor, right? Roll it with a
You're at
disadvantage.
disadvantage, so you don't get the natural 20.
Wait, what?
Unless I roll
Because
another
he's
20.
wearing heavy armor.
Isn't he proficient in it though?
He's
I am.
wait. He
Because
is
if he-
proficient in heavy armor. If
I
you're
am.
proficient,
Why would
you
he need
don't-
to roll if he's proficient?
He's not at disadvantage if he's proficient,
I'll
right?
look that up again. We'll go ahead and keep it with natural 20 then.
Okay,
We'll keep it rolling with that
I
natural
got
20.
a 13.
I'm just
13?
like, why would you do that if you're proficient in something?
I got a 13.
It doesn't matter. I got to roll at disadvantage, and that's gonna be 5.
Alright. So you guys are like, shh, we got this. Walk by. Everyone else is like keeping an eye on it and just face plants after tripping on a root. Goes.
Oh, yeah.
It does not see you.
At least you rolled fast.
Oh shit!
She's gonna hyperventilate.
Pick yourself up very slowly. Just your face is. It looks like you're wearing a mud mask. You're just like,
I helped
She
him.
just mouths. She's like,
Rufus kind of picks you up from your belt and says,
Alright.
you guys get a little bit closer in. And let's see, we'll go ahead and put this guy over here.
he's not quite asserting T-pose.
He's not quite at. Well, he's above it. Yeah, he's not quite at.
It's
These
the Y
are this
pose.
way, and then
He's
Well,
about to
he's
see
kind
it.
of dumb, so maybe he's just trying to.
Well, I mean, he did use a wrestler.
You know,
So.
Brock-
They're the Brock, man.
I didn't know Deku was in Dungeons and Dragons.
It's Deku's and Dragons. Yeah.
Dungeons and Dekus.
Dungeons and
trees?
Dragons.
Yep.
Trees everywhere.
Oh boy. Alright.
We should have had like toothpicks to like stick in them,
I know, right?
because now it just looks like bushes.
it's called the imagination of the, or the theater of the mind, guys. Come on.
Theater doesn't matter. Paint us a picture with your words, Brad.
I thought you said penis.
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 Penis a picture.
Penis a picture.
It is currently kind of off to the side here, so it's being obstructed a bit by a tree, so it doesn't notice.
He's also not looking at us apparently.
Okay.
Woo! Oh boy.
You also blur.
Oh shit.
Do that real quick. Alright, you're good.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah,
What?
you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
you're
good? We're good.
Alright.
Alright.
You guys kind of creep up, so you're managed to get close enough to that if you wanted to try and throw a thumb.
Go ahead, distract him.
You're gonna make it
Opposite
sound,
way of us.
make it sound like a deer's like moving
Away from us, yeah.
away from
So
us.
you're
Yeah.
just like kind of hear. All of you kind of hear a wailing of a deer off in the distance. It goes. Throws the half-eaten carcass down and starts making its way towards the
Like there.
over this way.
He was already over
He was
here.
already on the end
Yeah.
of the board.
Where is he going?
He's
then?
going.
He's off the
Over here
board
somewhere.
in the other direction.
He's about 30 feet over here,
Alright, let's go.
Where is he? Where are we
and you
headed?
guys
That way?
need to go this way.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, so we go that way. Yeah, we go that way. He's distracted.
Oh wait, you're carrying me.
Let's go. Let's go.
Rubus says they're still
Parkour.
alive.
Yeah.
You just trek a little bit further down in.
Don't forget Parm's with us.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah, that's right.
I forgot too.
Yeah, I completely forgot we had Parm. Yeah.
Farm usually likes to let you guys make the decisions.
Right, that's true, she does.
Oh,
What's that?
I start gathering mud and I throw it on everybody.
Okay.
I already have mud on my face.
Start splattering people with mud.
Listen, I know that we're not on the best of tails. What
As
the
you're
fuck
talking,
are you
you get a-
doing?
What the?
You,
If we blend in with the surroundings, we're less likely to be seen. Also, they won't be able to smell us. Do you know the gnolls will pick up our smell if we get too close?
I throw some mud at her face.
So, mud fight ensues.
It's not a mud fight. I'm just like. All right, this guy.
Everybody dunk yourselves as
I'm just
much
like,
as you can.
I feel like this is your least favorite place right now, Cassie. Remember,
It is because I'm surrounded by muck, even the people I'm with.
it's the kindest.
She
thing
tries to
in the
do a
world, man.
hair flip and it just kind of like has one of the supermodel flips
I
and
do
mud
it
goes.
to him.
in his serious face.
It's very disgusting, but yet really funny at the same time.
Should I be insulted?
You guys creep along. The night is starting to fall down on this, and the trees, while barren on the top, are very thick on the top.
What?
I'm sorry, barren on the bottom, thick on the top.
What?
The trees.
Barren on the top, but thick on the top. Right?
Sorry, words bad. So you guys kind of finally come to a stop. It looks like the creek has started to go into more of a moor. You see trees coming out of a very thick bog. You're not exactly sure how deep the water is here.
If it's dark, we're not going to be able to see. Or at least I can't.
Yeah.
I don't think Stuart can either.
All you see is a little bit of the moonlight coming through, and you can tell that there's a little bit of rippling from the insects and things like that might be still present in the bog area here. But that's about it. Chrissy, you're definitely seeing more of this with your dark vision, as well as Renfus.
Yeah.
Both are going to have to be our eyes.
Yeah, we can't bring out any lights.
It's starting to get
If we bring out
really cold.
Well, the mud should keep us warm a bit because mud is actually
Started to kind of cake up.
Well, but our body temperature would remain normal with mud on top of you.
Right. Alright, so
Renfus is still cold.
I'm a bitch baby when it comes to cold. I don't like it not one bit. Okay, so we're getting to the entrance, you said, right? Like
Currently, the way that you're looking at it is there's the bog that's kind of, and then the terrain starts to shift up. So you know that probably in the next hour or so, you're going to start getting really close to that keep because the terrain is starting to kind of shift upwards. And all the water from the swamp is starting to kind of congregate in this one particular area. So it's a pretty large, wide moor.
Let's
but again,
keep
you're not
moving.
sure how deep it is.
we're gonna keep pressing on, but as we're pressing on, I'm just gonna kind of ask everyone: do we have a plan for when we actually get in here? When do we want to get the drop on? Do we have anything we can do?
Do you have any kind of oil on you? Any of you? A lantern that has oil, perhaps.
Tinderbox, torches.
As he starts thinking, Renfus is.
Oil.
As we're walking, he's like, I don't remember. But as he starts walking, he remembers and he reaches for his belt, and he pulls out 2 vials. And he's like, "This is just standard oil. Will this work?"
Yes.
So I give her the 2 vials of oil.
Alright.
I will erase that from my inventory finally, even though I forgot about it. Yeah, 2 flasks of oil. So came on my burglary kit. Gonna rob the local 7-Eleven and get them 4 locos. Why? I don't know.
You have a question?
Okay, so I give her the oil as we keep trekking along. So
when you guys are moving along, are we going to try and step into this more, or are you guys going to try and find a way around it? What's the plan of action?
About how much further are the north?
So currently, there's a large hill that's probably maybe 200 feet in front of you. That's kind of like separating the dry banks that you're currently on, and this basically a pond, but it's very still.
So basically,
murky.
would we be able to be seen by them from the moor?
Currently not. This is the back entrance, and you're covered by a lot of tall trees and
So we
hills.
just go straight
Just
there.
go straight
going
through.
straight there.
Okay.
As we go straight through, I'm lingering more towards the trees, but like walking parallel with them. So like if we need to duck in quickly, I can quickly duck into the trees and see what we try to stealth.
Go ahead and everybody roll survival.
Survival check.
That's what that is.
Okay, survival check.
That's
What do you add with that?
Survival.
It should be with that.
It's
Your
a wisdom.
yeah,
15.
that's 17.
It's
So-
wisdom?
Yes.
I'm still at disadvantage.
That's
It's gonna be 11.
17?
11.
17,
15.
15,
11.
11,
7.
7.
How did I do higher than you?
Because I'm just not rolling
I
good.
have
It's okay.
disadvantage.
It's okay. It happens.
Parm also
There's
got 7.
Parm got a what?
7. So
The half elves aren't doing good tonight. We're gonna get into combat though, and we're gonna kill it. Like, watch.
Watch it.
Yeah.
So you guys start kind of marching through. See that even though you can't really see well in this light, you're just kind of like you're testing the ground before you make a step, and you're kind of up to your knee in murky water, but you're making footing. Parm and Renfus, unfortunately, are just like they try and follow along, but they hear a snap in the breeze and just sink like up to their shoulders, sploosh, right into the murky water.
Oh, son of a bitch.
They tread water for a second.
I hate swamps. I'm cold. I'm wet, and not the right kind of wet.
I try to pull them up, like.
You pull them both out like the little kids who just got in trouble. Sorry.
I owe you like 5 drinks when we get back to town. This sucks.
You march a little bit more ahead. One more survival check.
One more survival check.
Oh,
Fucking 5!
Oh no.
God damn it! Oh!
21,
15.
15,
12.
12.
Fucking 5!
God damn it!
Everybody's like, alright, stay together. Griffiths is like, what? And you step down, and what feels like ground kind of moves along from your foot for a second. You're like, oh shit.
Fuck.
When we get out of this, you're grounded.
So you step on something that moves pretty quickly out from underneath your footing.
I just stepped on something. I don't like what I just stepped
I'm
on.
going to have to carry you like a child.
Might as fucking well at this
There's a
point.
ripple along the still surface of the water,
Fuck.
but you don't really see anything yet.
Guys, let's go.
Just keep going. Keep going.
2 kids gonna die tonight.
Walk smoothly and carefully.
One last survival.
God
Son
damn
of a
it.
bitch!
Wait, that was cocked. Shit.
I'm gonna be so.
No, it's 6!
12.
Fucking 6!
17.
Oh no!
Amaryllis, where'd you get?
5! Oh no!
This is the worst!
Everybody's like
I'm at
making
disadvantage.
progress, but Amaryllis and Renfus are staying behind. They're just like, what the fuck's down here? And both of you feel something large kind of break in between you and swim by through the water.
Just gonna wet myself right there.
The water suddenly gets a little.
I'm also pissing myself. This is,
It's better than the alternative.
Roll initiative.
Dog!
Am I disadvantaged for this too?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
How long does that last?
until I.
So she
Sleep.
sleeps
Long
again.
rest.
Oh shit.
So she's at disadvantage until we do long rest again.
Literally everything I do is at disadvantage right now.
1.
9.
Chris is like,
9.
9,
10.
10,
I got a 14.
14. All right. So
What did Parm get?
Parm got 18.
Fuck, okay.
I
So
hate
she's-
everything right now.
She's like, what? And she kind of looks around. And something slowly starts kind of making
Can
its
we
way.
make a run for it?
No, I got this. And she just like unloads magic missiles at this thing floating in the water.
Draw the attention of the gnolls.
So you hear fat. And
Fat.
fat.
Yeah.
She makes the motion while she
All
casts
right.
magic missile too.
So she hits whatever the hell it is. And if I can find my D4s, that'd be awesome.
It's the only thing she's good at.
Wow.
You say that, but
Says
she
the
rolled
one-
higher than you.
She did, yeah. I don't know where to aim.
You can't claim that.
I forgot how penises work. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, well, she maxed out magic missile, and so all you see is fat, and then something just rises up from underneath the water, and there's crocodile just kind of like
Nope.
flops over on its belly and sinks back to him.
Wow, it was a crocodile.
No more.
Let's just keep
It
going.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Keep going.
Alright, you guys make it to the
Do
other
we need to
side.
make one more survival
No,
check? Because I
you-
swear to God.
Don't you dare!
Okay.
You're
alright.
good.
Alright.
Hey,
Huh?
why don't you carry the little one so she can sleep on your back?
I have to have a long rest,
That's
though.
a long rest.
Yeah.
Well, who knows how long until we get there?
So you guys actually make it up, and just as you're breaking through, from the hill you can see torchlight just on the crest of this hill. So it looks like you guys are in a position where they can't see you, but you can't really see them. But like I said, I'll leave another hour or so, and you're there.
How much longer is aid up for?
8 I think it's 24 or until
It's 8 hours.
It's
yeah.
8
So
hours,
yeah, you just cast it maybe like.
We've only
2
been going
hours
half
ago.
a mile, so it's
Yeah.
not.
I just want to keep track of where we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if she ends up like needing to cast it again,
So it's probably been like.
Well,
an
after a
hour.
long rest, I'll be able to cast it again regardless.
that's
so.
true, yeah.
Maybe then I won't be at a disadvantage. On wood.
Yeah.
You guys want to keep tracking up, or do you want to take a rest? What's the game?
I think I stalk them at the moment just to kind of take stock. Alright, you got this.
I
little-
don't need to rest. Why don't you rest while we try and make a plan?
Do we? So are we gonna take a long rest here, or is she gonna start resting, and are we gonna wake her up if we're gonna like do this thing now? Because the
How
thing,
long does a long rest need to be?
8 hours.
6 to 8
It's a
hours.
full
6 to 8
sleep.
It's 6 to 8 hours. Well, if it's 6
Aid,
hours, like,
aid would wear off by then
what
too.
what would the time be if we did like a 6 hour rest?
It's
So
night
right now,
now.
because it's winter and the sun just went down maybe about an hour or so ago, I would say that it's 8 hours, probably about one.
6.
6 hours.
Yeah.
You said 6 to 8 hours.
I said you said 6 to 8 hours for long rest. So I'm
Yeah.
saying if
So
we do
it's
the bare
probably,
minimum.
it's probably like closer to like 9 o'clock right now.
Okay, so it'd be
10, 10,
9
11,
plus
12,
6.
12, 1, 2. So
It'd
it'd
be
be
1
3
o'clock.
o'clock.
be like 3 in the morning. Okay.
Or no.
Yeah.
I can't math.
Do you say it because like I'm speaking as a player, not as Renfis? Like
Mhm.
she's gonna be. If we do this now, she's at disadvantage until she sleeps, and especially with
For
the,
everything.
It'll get
Especially-
closer that the wolves will get us in the morning too, so
Yeah.
let's
May as
use
well
the
wait it
cover
out.
of night while they're maybe asleep.
Yeah.
Are moles day creatures or no?
They are day creatures.
They're day creatures?
They're basically the humanoid version of a hyena.
Okay, so it would be in
So
our
it's better to
favor.
take-
Take a rest.
So we'd still be able to get the jump on them in the middle of
Yeah.
the night,
Yeah.
basically. Alright, so we're gonna stay at the basin and just have people start resting, and I would assume we rotate out. Let's say, because
I need a full rest.
you need a
apparently.
full rest. Like that'll be you rest the full 6 hours. That's what I'm saying. So you're sleeping the whole night, or not the whole night, but you're sleeping the whole 6 hours.
The whole rest, yes.
The whole rest
Whole
you're
rest of
sleeping.
the rest.
Yeah. I look over at Parm, and I'm like, do you need to rest as well, or are you able to stay up a little bit?
I'm good.
You're good. Okay. Do any of you two need to rest at all?
Not weird.
No, everything's fine.
I feel like that we need to have, as she rests, as many eyes as possible. Because real quick, we already did the short rest, which means her spell slot's already regenerated, so
Yeah.
she's okay. It's like, alright.
The only one currently, I think, at the disadvantage is
It's
Amaryllis.
Amaryllis. So this rest is mainly for the sake of Amaryllis. So it's like, no, we want you to not be at disadvantage for this fight.
Alright,
That means aid is gonna go
I
away
thought
when
Chrissy,
we wake up.
That means you could.
remember that armor in
Means
the bag?
anyone that
Can
had
you mend
aid
it?
it'll go away
I can try.
when we wake up.
Alright. So you reach in the bag of holding and gauntlet, leg pieces. Just start pulling like these huge pieces of armor out of the bag of
Okay,
holding.
this whole time I'm just gonna be mending it off and on as long as you let me.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm
So,
not gonna keep saying
Within the
mending.
within the next like 2 hours or so, for the most part, maybe like there's probably a few scratches and dings that could be avoided. But Sia currently has a full suit of armor, full plate that he can use.
What's the armor?
For that, I believe the armor class is 19.
Yes.
But you are it's heavy armor, so disadvantage on stealth checks, and you're trying to put the boot on over the boots that you got as loot, but it's not really fitting. So
Oh, the boots of Featherfall?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'll unequip the boots of Featherfall and put the plate for now.
Are you just gonna put the boots of Featherfall in?
The bag of holding.
Yeah, I'll put it in the bag of holdings.
Yeah, hold on.
Unless someone else can use it.
Or someone else could use them. Okay, then she
You're gonna wear 'em?
Alright, so
Wait,
this
you
is
got the cat like reflexes though, right?
Wait, I technically have heavier armor on.
Then she can wear them. Then.
Okay, yeah, we'll keep them
'Cause
for her
Claire-
if she wants to do it.
Yeah.
So
We'll keep it for her if she wants to
you
use
get
it.
the boots of Featherfall.
I'll say I got high dexterity anyway, so dexterity checks for you, so hopefully.
What kind of armor do you have, Amaryllis?
I wrote this down somewhere. Oh no, wait, hang on. No, wait, I have leather armor.
Oh, I'm sorry,
apparently.
quiet.
Yeah, you're probably.
I think clerics are proficient with heavy armor.
I think they can be depending on what.
That's
you
probably
got,
where
yeah.
I got it again.
Yeah, they probably can be proficient in the heavy armor, but I know you don't have heavy armor on.
Oh, I'm not even proficient in
So
heavy
the
armor. Where
armor,
am I getting
what's it
this
called?
from?
It's just plate, normal plate
Full
armor.
plate mail.
Full plate
Full
armor.
plate armor.
Full plate armor.
Okay, so we can put the boots in the bag if no one else needs them.
Or Chris.
I'll wear them for now until anybody else needs them. We'll
Alright,
just
that's
trade them
fine.
off since they change size.
Alright.
Yeah. You put it on, and it's basically like putting your hand inside of an inner tube. You're just like, huh, and then it goes.
Sounds exactly like that too.
So the 6 hour rest. So she spends what, 2 or 3 hours mending that?
Mending that, yeah.
Okay, well.
And then now you're also attuned to the boots of Featherfall. So anytime you make a long distance jump, you can activate it once a day and gently float down.
I feel like if we're getting the jump on them, that's actually really going to help.
I'm gonna jump on them for reals.
But
All right.
all right.
So
and
as she's
Amaryllis, you're currently resting. Make a will save.
God damn it, not again.
Can I do anything to help?
You don't know this.
Yeah, there's only her.
But she looks like she has a nightmare.
no plus
Oh
plus
my
plus
God.
plus wisdom.
Yeah, but that's still only
But
3.
if she looks like she's turbulent, I can't.
So that's what, 12?
You can't. We
No, it
can't
was
because you're
not.
disadvantaging
But
behind
you can aid her. So
Plus
go ahead and roll
wisdom.
roll a d6.
Well,
and see
wisdom
what-
saving throw.
D6.
Wisdom saving throw. Remember, you're proficient.
That's not
where-
a saving throw though.
Yeah, you're
Save.
actually wisdom
Save.
saving throw. Yeah. So
I
you're
was
pro-
rolling wrong this whole time?
Yeah, she rolled. She did. She
God
should have never been
damn
at
it.
disadvantage then because she rolled.
I thought it was just the
It's
modifier.
okay. She got a 15.
Because
15?
Yeah.
I'm proficient in will save.
She got a 15.
Or
The
wisdom
first
save.
time should have been like an 18.
Son of a bitch.
Because she was.
You got it. What did you roll the first time? I think it was high.
She rolled like a 16 or 17, and you still said that she slept with a nightmare.
It was 18 basically, I
So
think.
what do
the
you
last
get
time.
right now?
15.
I rolled a 10.
Plus 5 is
Plus
15.
15.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What do I add this to?
So yeah, just go ahead and roll it.
You gotta be.
She did
I
it.
did.
I'm
Okay.
good.
What is it?
5.
What do I add it
Is this
with?
really
No,
for
just-
nothing?
5.
5. Okay, so that's 20.
Wait,
So-
what did you just do?
So Chrissy
I'm
sees
aiding
that
you.
she's
What?
like tossing and turning in her sleep and like not getting any sleep. She's like, "Would you just calm down?" She kind of like
just-
puts a little bit of divine.
She just
energy
used like an
into-
inspiration
to
to give
to
you
soothe.
help on your.
So currently, while the rest in the night isn't as restful as you want it to be, you finally, towards maybe an hour later, you kind of feel a little calmer. Your mind kind of blanks out. You don't have any dreams. You wake up a bit more refreshed.
No more disadvantage.
So she's no longer disadvantaged now? Okay, no longer
I
disadvantaged.
gotta fucking remember that for next time. Damn it.
It's okay. Well, now we know that that's a wisdom saving.
You guys kind of like come to just as Chrissy, you hear the small pitter patter of the wolf coming around from behind you.
8, I
Thought
think.
you said morning.
I think 8 is worn
Thought you
off by
said
now.
morning.
He said he'll catch up
He's
whenever.
going to catch up, so he comes up probably around close to about 3 a.m. My lady, you are awake still.
Yes.
I have good news and interesting news, I suppose. The forest will help, but the forest is slow. So, as much as it pains me, we may have to wait just a little longer. What time? How much do you need to rest? Daybreak is what I ask.
We have rested. If we wait till daybreak, the gnolls will be awake. They are
That's
great
not a
creatures.
problem. The forest will help.
All I'm hearing is growl, growl,
Yeah.
growl.
Go in
Am I still
before
asleep?
you are able to help. Will you still be able to help us at dawn?
It may not be as helpful, but yes, the forest will still do its best.
Oh boy.
Then I shall do as you ask.
He kind of puts his head down with his paws. I must check on my mates. I shall return in the morning.
Pray if you need anything else, tell me.
He gives a quick nod and bolts out.
Okay. So,
Although we had an original plan, We shall be waiting till morning, so I suggest you all get some rest.
What are we gonna do with that oil? Do you need time in order
I
to...
am awake.
Says, what about traps?
The oil, that's for
If
Traps.
they
Do you have
come
any boulders?
outside, we can trap them.
True.
Well, I'm looking at my burglary kit right now. I have a burglary kit, yeah.
She pulls out some rope. I've got rope.
I've got rope too.
I start pulling out some stuff. I'm like, I've got these.
the torches and the rope is what I'll need.
And then I look. I'm like, I've
Okay,
got.
she hands you the rope. She's like, do what you will.
So
I have a heavy pickaxe.
what's a
So use that.
what's a python or piton?
Piton.
Piton.
That's a pinion. It's what you stick inside a rock face to climb.
Okay, so I've got 10 of those.
I have a crowbar and a hammer.
What is a sensor?
I'm not sure any of us do.
CENSER. Because it's in my priest pack and I have no idea what
A
that is.
sensor? Or you mean
I'm
incense
not
or
sure.
what?
No, I have incense, but sensor is a different thing altogether.
Let's find out.
I pull up.
Today we're gonna learn something. Okay, spell it.
CENSER.
We wait with bated breath.
If it's useful, I want to know.
Used for burning incense. They're common in Catholic rituals, for instance, during So it's.
Oh, is it the thing that they wave around?
Yeah.
It's the thing they wave around. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Whack them in the head with it.
Fill it with incense.
What I want to do is I want to
Okay.
wrap the rope around some of the torches, lead it out, and douse it with the oil, so that way, if they try trickling out, we can set it on fire.
Okay, so you're gonna get close to the entrance and try and set a trap.
So,
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
well, hold
No,
on,
right,
no,
this
we're
is
not
the
doing it right now.
plan,
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
because
whoa,
she
whoa,
asked
whoa.
about
What?
traps.
Hold on, I was about to say I haven't even gotten to what I've got.
Bolted out.
No,
Alright.
Parm asked.
Ah, very good.
I don't even know what you're doing.
I'm digging through my bag and my backpack and I pull out this giant bag, right? And I set this down and all. I've got ball bearings.
Oh no.
It'll trip them up, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm in a hole.
It would work. We can use it.
Because then what they do is we can set them around the entrance along with those. So even if the explosions don't go off correctly, they're rushing out, seeing what's going on, and they're slipping on, falling on all these ball bearings.
The only problem is you must also be careful. If we go towards and we charge in once you've already
You have to be
released
careful.
those,
Unless we only plant them in certain spots.
depends on how if they're awake or not, how quiet and how unseen we can be.
It's just an idea. It's all they've got. I gave you the oil, so unless you need extra rope, I got 50 extra.
Palmer's given me the rope.
I mean, I could cast silence technically, couldn't I?
What sounds?
Okay. I just know it makes an area quiet. Let's see.
Here's the issue: if you cast silence, they're not going to hear the explosion. But then, if you lure
No,
them
I'm
out,
saying for you to quietly set traps or something.
well, what she's saying is that
I see what she's saying.
that's a good idea. It's just what she's saying is we have to be careful when we storm in, because if we're not careful,
It's a 10-minute concentration.
okay.
It's not like it's an hour-long thing. Or
No,
whatever.
I'm saying if I'm planning ball bearings, we have to be careful if we're storming because we can also slip on those ball bearings.
Oh, okay.
That's what she's saying.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
You tried. Vibrate.
Well, I would say
see
start
what
working
else I
on
have.
those. Yeah, start working on those.
Depending on how much of an area it takes, we could kill a few more in their sleep. It would not make a sound.
I have an idea. If we set the traps at the entrance before dawn, wherever this, whatever's going to happen, we lead them out. Say like.
The problem is I do not know what's going to happen. He was not very
But
clear.
I have Cloud of Daggers. You can set it at the entrance.
But you must make sure you will not hit our allies.
It's true. I was thinking maybe a warrior Suya, as imposing as he is, could try and lure them out, provoke them. And when
Wouldn't
they
they
come
go
out,
after somebody who looks a bit more weak?
but if he's the only one they see, yes.
You mentioned someone who could potentially look weak. I've had to play the beggar plenty of times in the past.
For a second, I thought he was gonna point at me, and I was gonna dick
No,
punch him.
no.
So you look the part.
Of course. After what happened with that out on the crocodile, whatever the fuck, I've definitely had to look less fortunate than I actually was. So if
I think it would be more fortunate to hide our warrior as best as possible so he can get
So
the
they
drop
don't
on them.
know.
If they aren't
So they don't
expecting
know.
somebody strong, the god will be down.
That's
If
true.
they are expecting a fight, it's not as if they will just trickle out as a
The cat has a point.
the cat has a point. So I'm just looking at this right now.
Just as a slut, but
The thing, which is why I'm thinking I could play the part is I have a disguise kit.
I could also do it just because I am tiny,
indeed I do.
Well, the thing is
and they
that
could literally tear
we
me
don't
apart.
want, no, we don't want to
much
throw
for
our
loyalty.
no. Listen, we don't want to throw our healer in front of 40 fucking gnolls.
Eat the halfling.
No. I'm saying,
I'm sure you're tasty.
but it's like
Thanks? Question mark?
She
Well,
kind of licks her lips.
I was about to say, well, she would know.
See what now?
I'm at disadvantage again.
And, like,
Visible chills.
I pull out the disguise kit. I'm all. We can play the part. I
Let
can
me
play
say
the part.
one thing though. If they're bloodthirsty killing machines, I don't think they'll care if you look like a beggar or if you look like fresh sausage.
As long as you look like you're hurt, I don't think that they care much.
Just use makeup.
Well, that's part of the disguise kit.
Well, I mean,
Could I just punch you?
I mean, I
Blood
have,
would
I have,
attract to them, I think.
I have inflict wounds with that. Help.
I look.
Just kidding.
I look at Chrissy, and I'm like, okay, just
What's everybody's passive perception?
12. She has 18.
18.
12.
13.
She
And I'm
has-
not at disadvantage
she
anymore.
has 18.
Unless you hear a snap coming from like up above, kind of like seems like small footsteps.
I think we might need to be quiet.
You hear a few more.
Oh, that's not good. Gold.
Those of you with dark vision now kind of see a lone, kind of like muddied up, like he's trying to kind of hide his presence, but it is looks like a scout knoll.
Gotta take him out now before you
Okay.
find you guys.
We're in mud, right?
Yeah.
Everybody,
Currently, he hasn't seen you guys.
I have.
we
I
can duck down into the mud until he leaves.
have a thing. No, hold on. I have a thing. Actually, no, I don't know if I want to do that. No, I like as Greg. I have a new feat where if I'm hidden and I attack, even if I miss, it doesn't alert to our presence.
That's true, yeah.
Somebody sent a tell.
That's telling on
Oh,
this.
Alert! Alert!
We're supposed to wait till morning, though. If we do not wait till dawn, it's going to make this plan a bit more difficult, according to the wolf.
Well, it sounds like that.
Someone might be trying
Let's
to
get
do
down. Let's get down. Let's get back. Let's stay hidden.
Get into the mud.
Get in the
Everybody roll stealth.
Get in the mud. Get in the mud.
I'm not at disadvantage anymore.
Fuck. I got a 9.
20.
Oh
Yeah.
15.
I got a 9.
no. 11.
11.
Yeah, we're gonna have to fight some gnolls.
We tried.
Excellent.
Oh no.
Shit.
So, the lumbering giant of a tank suddenly disappears into the bush while the rogue is like. But to your surprise, the gnoll still is kind of sniffling around. He's just going from tree to tree, kind of looking around. He's got a. You can now see he's carrying a crossbow with him.
Oh shit. They have
Hey,
snipers.
since we have muddy, we're all muddy, and we try to hide our scent and presence as well. Doesn't that give us a somewhat of an advantage? Because he's doing the same thing.
Yeah, I would say so.
Should we reroll it?
No.
Okay.
So he hasn't found you guys. If it was a different case, I would
tried.
say so. He's just kind of creeping around right now, making his way. Looks like he's just walking the outskirts. You guys wait a moment, kind of passes by until he's out of sight. Looks like you guys can breathe a little easier now. But he's still out there. So it's winter, so probably another 5 hours.
Because it's winter, yeah. Swapping out dice, but fuck this.
Well, it's been 8 hours, right?
It's been since you guys.
We did a
rested
6 hour rest.
Yeah, but it took us, what, an hour or two to get to this point?
Yeah, so 8 hours.
So 8 would be gone.
Yeah, so.
I'd have to recast it. Which I'm probably not going to do until we start moving.
Yeah.
So what kind of traps or what kind of plan are we going to do?
It's kind of hard without being able to survey the premises.
That's true. Good stealth around, they're starting to say. Go get caught.
Okay. I have an idea.
What's your idea?
This is going to sound very stupid and not like me at all. It's going to sound more like something Renfist would come up with.
Oh.
Let's be real, I've had my fair share of wonderful ideas.
Indeed. I'm agile, as you can see. I am not
Whatever
like
helps
the
you
rest
sleep.
of you.
Under my breath, I say whatever helps you sleep at night.
Just gently kick his ankle.
But if I can survey the camp alone, less of us, there's no way to really give away our presence. If one of us gets caught, that's it. But if all of us get caught, we're all dead.
I might be able to help this too. As she made a point earlier, I can actually decrease your size, which will give you...
You decrease my size!
Wait, what?
I can reduce your person. Only slightly. Just be as tall as her, but
Oh, she'd actually be a cat.
I don't have
Aw.
polymorph.
No, but she'd be small enough that you could pet her like a cat. She'd try to shred your fucking ham, but at least
Don't all
It's
of
worth
them?
a shot if you're
How long does this last?
10 minutes.
Is that going to be enough time?
Cast it, and I will go into the den. I will see what I can see without being caught. If I am caught, I will lead them somewhere else. I will let you guys know somehow, make a loud noise and have them chase me into the woods. If I can get them away from you guys and away from the prisoners, you guys might be able to free everybody and maybe I can get away. If I die, then only I will be the one that dies.
Can I maybe do enhance ability to help her with
Sure.
dex? Okay.
So it'd be dexterity, I believe.
Yeah. There's like a few different ones I can do. I can cast Cat's Grace, which is ironic. The target has advantage on dex checks. It also doesn't take damage from falling 20 feet or less if it isn't incapacitated.
Oh,
So that lasts up to an hour.
okay.
Okay.
Just wait for my signal, and if I come back, obviously they did not notice me, and I can tell you all I know. If you hear loud noises, know that I am drawing them away, so moving quickly. If there are a few behind, you should be able to take care of them, but the majority will follow after me.
Be careful. And use your 9 lives wisely, please.
It's awfully kind of you. Now I really feel like I'm going to die.
Does she get inspiration for that?
Yeah! Oh,
She's
Surya, the inspiration
She's
giver.
getting all the help.
Yeah.
So, Farm, she's like, she kind of
You're
puts
gonna
her
get a
hand
D6
out, and
inspiration,
you can
yeah.
feel your whole self just get smaller and smaller and smaller until you're eye level with Amaryllis.
Oh, it's like a kitty cat. Come here.
One more
You're kinda
fucking
considered
word and I'll
small.
tear your dick off.
You know what? I could at least.
That's more than one word.
Fucking go. Go.
I'm at that height, you know.
Time.
So-
She spends the 10 minutes arguing with Renfis.
She's still got 50 minutes of dex saves.
Fuck.
So you cast a Cat's Grace on her?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so now you have an advantage on dexterity and falling, stealth, and all that good stuff.
And I have the boots in case I have to jump off a very high cliff. Maybe the gnolls will follow me.
So,
Oh, that would be so cool.
because
You fucking Mary Poppins that shit.
Because you're in a time constraint and currently smaller with the spells currently
I'm fast.
cast on you, go ahead and roll in athletics to see if you can get
Oh.
Don't I get advantage because I'm a cat though? I'm fast.
Just roll.
That's your agile.
He's like, you're getting so much help already.
You can use your inspiration if you want.
Already.
It's just 1d6 though.
I mean, what am I rolling for again?
So
Athletics.
Athletics. You're sprinting to get there.
I'll use luck.
Alright.
12.
12? Okay.
You can use more luck if you want.
You can use your luck.
I feel like that's average.
So you do actually get there just as you kind of feel yourself start to get a little bit back to your normal size again.
Ooh, the knoll is right there. How far away am I? That's not really.
No, he was traipsing around. He was doing his scouts. But you're a little bit further off. But you did sprint to there. And her spell lasts less than Amaryllis's. Hers was like 10 minutes.
You said 15.
Or 15. So that...
Regardless, hers doesn't last nearly as long.
Hers is like an hour. So.
Okay, well, I'm here. I'm small.
Alright. So you get up. Go ahead and roll a stealth.
She has advantage on
you have
that.
advantage, yeah.
Roll it again.
Roll it again, yeah.
Better.
What am I doing?
Dex.
Stealth. So
Dex?
So Dex.
The stealth thing right there.
18.
18. All right. So you get to where it looks like to be the front. You see
That's
about
versus
6 or 8 gnolls, kind of like in the
How many?
6 to 8, like gnolls outside.
68.
Oh my god.
Shit! A
14
full
minutes
stacked
ago.
army standing outside this rotted keep.
Just one more would be the best number.
Do
Just
I
gotta get
see a
them
lot of
trench
dry
coats.
wood? Is there...
Currently, it doesn't look like the gnolls took the time to really take out any of the brush or anything in front of it. They're just kind of standing outside and kind of jarring amongst each other, more or less keeping guard. What you do see is around this, because of the kudzu that's growing up, there is a lot of deep vegetation. So the walls itself, you kind of like push up against, and you being the smaller person that you are, can almost fit inside the kudzu itself with how thick it is, and it's really helping with you avoiding them. But the vegetation around you still see a lot of those large trees, not quite as large as deep forests. They're probably anywhere between like 20 feet tall or so. But that's mainly what it is.
Are they asleep or awake?
Where you're at is you're kind of getting a point of view at the front end. You can always try and climb up or anything like that if you want to. The kudzu's pretty thick, and you can definitely do that. But you can't really tell if there's anything sleeping or not. You do hear a lot of cackling and stuff inside. You don't really hear the humans anymore, but just mostly gnolls.
Okay, well, I obviously have to get closer.
Go ahead and roll another stealth. Still have advantage.
Yeah.
15.
So remember,
She can roll and take the higher
15,
number.
and she's gonna take
Yeah.
Okay, whatever the higher one was.
15. So is that it with your modifier? With your dexterity?
Plus Dex.
Dexterity is +2, so that's 15. Or
Did you roll a 13? Did you roll? So you rolled a 15, right?
No, she rolled 13.
Oh, roll
So it
13
is
plus 2,
15,
so it's
okay.
15. Okay.
Okay.
So you're like, I need to get a little bit closer. And so you risk kind of like getting just a little bit closer or around some trees to see if you can get inside. And you hear a snap under your foot, and some of the gnolls kind of look over and it's like, they don't really care. So you kind of manage to peer inside of the keep. You don't actually see a lot of gnolls in this vicinity from the space that you can see. There's a large kind of makeshift wooden door that's kind of been like just slammed back into place. It's kind of sitting kitty corner, but they tried to actually close it. And then the courtyard is all stone, but a lot of vegetation has also grown into it. And here they actually have taken the time to kind of like rip some of it out just to get it out of their way. But you can't really tell what's beyond this section here because you have the entrance. You're kind of seeing in through this way. So you don't see what's on this side here. You just see there's a wooden door here.
Does she have an idea of what the time is left on her spell?
Right, with the effort that you put into getting there on time, say you probably have another like 20 minutes.
Wait. So her shrunk down.
I already.
It only lasts for like 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay, so she's already regular size again.
Yeah, she's regular size, but the Cat's Grace hasn't.
Cat's Grace is the one that hasn't gone away yet. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I will go in further.
Go in further.
Oh,
Well,
jeez.
4.
He said I can't see a lot of what's going on. I can't even see if the gnolls are asleep.
Well,
You heard cackling though. Yeah.
That's an indication that someone's awake.
It doesn't sound like 40 gnolls are cackling. It sounds like most of them probably would be asleep, but there's still probably a good bit either.
Like the ones running
around.
the night shift,
Yeah.
basically.
Is it like one way in and one way out?
From the looks of things, yeah.
No way.
Fuck.
No
But
way.
like I said, if you wanted to give it a shot, the kudzu around this thing is very thick and coarse. So you yourself figured, again with your stealth roll, that you could actually either hide inside of it or get on it if you want to try and climb up.
I'm confused how this looks.
So the way that you're explaining it is the entrance. I
Is
just
it
want
like
to make
a
sure it's
dome shape or what is
So
it?
it looks like a structure,
So
right?
here, you can kind of take the figures off real quick.
Yeah, that's fine. Take off your weed. You're like 5 pounds of
Your
weed.
broccoli.
Yeah. Get that dang kush.
So I'm having trouble imagining this. You keep mentioning kudzu and climbing up it, but if it's in a keep, the keep is stone, right? What
Right.
good is climbing
So basically,
kudzu?
what he's saying is the kudzu is
Yeah.
so thick that you could grip it and climb up it. That's what he's trying to
But
explain.
climb up it to where? If it's in, if
If
like
it's
it's
inside.
outside of the keep.
So this is currently more or less
The
what you're
entrance.
seeing here.
Where is she at?
Outside.
And so there's the gnolls. I'm going to say there's more than that there. They're currently outside. And then there's,
There's gnolls outside.
yes, they're keeping guard. And there's all the kudzu kind of around it. And
So-
you're kind of like hiding
like-
behind a tree right now.
Is there like a way around? You said that it only looks like one way in and one way out, right?
Yeah, so currently
That's the entrance that
you're
they're guarding.
seeing this side. And then there's the door that's here. You can kind of see that there's
Okay.
You'd have to take out the guards to get in.
you have to take out about 6 gnolls to get inside.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
But
So
the
wait,
kudzu,
so
can
so
I get sure the kudzu?
yeah, the way that the wall is set up is this is a perimeter wall, and then there's the inner sanctuary or courtyard, and then there's another formation inside. So the kudzu.
So basically, you're saying I can't reach the other side, so I'm gonna use this side.
Okay.
I could just go through the kudzu over here.
Yeah, you could try and climb up the kudzu and see what's inside, or climb over it. And get
Basically,
inside.
so like
Okay.
this is a wall.
That's
It's
what
not
I'm
a
gonna do
yeah. I
then.
would say, this is a wall. It's not a covered area. So it's like you climb the wall to see what's in the courtyard, and then you see what you could possibly
So
have.
like
to
a
do.
Legend of Zelda wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
Oh, she's balanced.
Woo!
Nice.
Oh man, that's awesome.
All right. So go ahead and roll athletics just to climb up the kudzu.
Aw, damn it. Okay. That does not have advantage.
Do I make noise if I can't climb up it?
You'll roll stealth next.
So what did you?
Athletics is to basically
What
just
did-
get
the
up.
athletics
I
is.
got 11.
The stealth would be like for when you
And then roll
land.
stealth.
And remember, stealth is still an advantage.
Yeah, stealth will have advantage. So you can
17?
reroll if you want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
17.
Okay, so 17. So with a little bit of effort to keep yourself quiet, you do actually finally make your way up to the top of the wall here, and inside the courtyard you see blood smears just all over the place. There's a couple of dead bodies laying just basically clumped up on the side there, so they just didn't make the trip and they don't feel like throwing them out, or they're going to eat them later, whatever happens to be the case. The actual fortification on the inside, there's the large wooden door, and then off to the side there are 2 smaller doors that are currently open. Looks like they go down. You can also see that there's movement inside from the torchlights. You weren't originally able to see from the inside. You see shadows passing by. And the cackling is a little bit louder. And from the entrance, you kind of hear a couple of chains moving, things like that, but you're not exactly sure which door that's coming from. You just hear chains. But currently outside, it looks like it's just the 6 gnolls.
Basically, what you're saying, there's no way I could get inside without somebody seeing me.
Well, they're all outside right now, just guarding the outside.
But there were shadows inside.
Mm-hmm. Remember, this place has at least 40 gnolls inside.
You said that they were day creatures.
Yeah.
Do they not sleep?
Some are asleep, some are awake.
What's the purpose of this?
They do shifts, I guess.
For me to do recon and set traps.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to go back to them, I guess.
Okay. So you get back down and go ahead and roll survival and check your way back. Go ahead.
Survival is wisdom, damn it.
Survival?
Wisdom.
17.
17. Alright, you walk back through and you stop for a second. And you hear something that's kind of familiar, but not a good familiar. You hear the...
Oh no.
You kind of peer out in the darkness and you see the troll kind of lumbering towards the...
It was
the
a troll?
Troll?
Troll.
Or that thing we saw earlier?
So the thing you saw earlier was a troll.
It's a
Yours
troll.
was a troll.
Troll.
Oh,
And it's kind
great.
of coming towards the
compound.
the compound.
Oh shit!
Son of a bitch.
Does it see? Okay.
Does it see me?
Oh god.
No.
Oh damn.
Alright.
Our butts are so clenched.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going back to them and tell them.
Okay. So a little bit of moment
If
passes.
it's headed towards the compound, I can't do anything.
Well, the compound is where we're at?
No, we're going towards you guys.
Yeah, so,
No, the troll is...
This is the
yeah, the troll is
compound.
going.
Oh, so it's going to there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Not-
shit! That's
not
why I
to
went. Oh
us.
shit! Yeah.
No, not to us.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so
Whew.
you guys, moment
I get to
passes
that?
and you hear some snapping coming from the woods.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of all get ready for your swords and you see little cat ears poking out from the moonlight.
Oh, so see, she didn't die.
You're back.
I didn't even have the chance to. There are 6 gnolls guarding the outside, and there is a troll currently headed that way. I'm not sure if they are working together or apart, but I did not see to find out. There are moving shadows on the inside, so there are definitely ones awake, and there are bodies scattered on the outside of the courtyard. It is
Is there any?
a wall we must climb in order to even get to the inner sanctum, and it only looks like one way in, one way out. If we try to force ourselves in, there is no way we are getting out. I fear that we will... One of us should draw them away. As many as possible, because otherwise we will not get the chance.
Now, did you mention? I'm at Greg asking you. Did you mention that there was the wall was made of like the fake grass?
Well, we have to climb it still.
Well, what if we were to set that wall on fire as a distraction?
It's too green, it would not catch fire. Kudzu is not something that easily catches fire. I thought about it as setting a distraction so I could get in, but there is no way. If we go in there, even if we defeat the 6 gnolls on the outside, the other ones will overwhelm us. If we can roll some of them out and get in, maybe that's our best bet.
Does then you guys hear a lot of howling and cackling and a really large echoing throughout the woods.
Well, I think I found a giant friend again.
What a troll.
Let us get started then. You guys should storm in after me. I will draw them out to the best of my ability. I do have the boots. If worse comes to worse, I'll jump somewhere.
You're gonna draw them out?
Yes.
There's no... We have like 30 plus more in there. What's the point of drawing them out?
If I draw them out and...
You're only gonna draw 6 or 7 of them.
That's not 6 or 7. The other ones will come
There is
running.
a point that Sui is making. If you draw out the 6 or 7, we still have however many are inside. And we're going to be down one person, and you are definitely a vital person, and I understand...
They would expose themselves, though, to see how many, and they would trickle out.
I look at Amaryllis. Why can't you do the thing as a distraction that you did for that giant friend earlier? Why couldn't you create a giant distraction so we're all together, but it gets them out of the way?
For a bit, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. That way we all stay together and we still get our distraction.
You guys hear a
but
lot
will
of
everybody
yipping,
come?
like animals in pain, echoing over the woods now.
Your friends.
Perhaps not. He has not come back. We must go. We must do something.
Let's go. I'm going.
You guys all make your way towards the keep now?
Well, as discreetly as we can, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure there's a commotion already, so.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll stealth.
Do we get... No, okay. Before we roll. Can we tell if the troll making the noise, does it sound like he's like trying to taunt them, or is he just like trying to communicate? Like,
From what you're hearing, it's just a really loud moan and a lot of yipping, and you're not exactly sure what the fuck's going on.
okay.
Being orgy, you don't know.
9.
Didn't even think
Nine.
about
Is it
that.
Stealth, right?
So it's dexterity.
Oh my god!
20?
No.
Nice.
I got plus 6. I got 14.
14.
Yeah.
And Amaryllis?
So 4.
4. Alright.
Shit. Someone carry me, please.
Well, the question I was going to ask is that if... Well, we wouldn't know, so never mind. I was going to say, if we knew that troll was distracting, then would we get advantage? But since we don't know, then it wouldn't matter.
Well, we're sneaking.
You guys are all kind of rolling up, and Amaryllis, she's kind of really kind of skittish, and she's like, I don't want to be here. And once again, finds the tree root and face plants.
Why?
Can I try to grab her before she fully falls?
You're like,
It's okay. just stay quiet.
Should I just cast silence on myself?
you're like,
Wait, hold on.
I said, should I?
No, well, okay, no, legit though, I do have a question. Did you cast aid before we started going?
No, I didn't.
Fuck!
I probably should.
You should have cast aid, but you didn't.
We have time though, right?
We're
just starting to move.
You failed your stealth roll, so we need to find out what's going to happen first before we find out if you've got time.
you cast you're just like, shh. And she's like, should I? No, shh. You guys make your way up,
Yeah, so
and
you don't
as
have
you
aid
kind of
anymore.
get closer to it, you can see all the kudzu up against the wall that Chrissy was talking about, and you just see this really weird image. You actually see 2 gnolls currently engaged with what looks to be a dismembered arm, and it is flailing around, just knocking the gnolls back and forth as they're taking chunks out of it, and it just keeps trying to grow back together. And you hear another.
Now's the time to cast it.
Can I cast it now?
Yeah.
What are you casting?
Aid.
She's casting aid.
She's casting. Who's
Who's getting aid?
You 3.
Yeah, us 3.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
So.
So you guys
Okay, alright, we'll cast aid now. Alright. Go ahead.
Okay.
Don't forget to mark your spell slot.
I'm keeping track.
Okay.
you guys kind of run up, and the other gnolls don't even really notice you as
I have
the
one more
ogre
second
arm
left.
kind of jumps up.
They're
and
very
grabs the
so
gnoll.
they're very distracted by the.
Yes.
Alright.
The arm just kind
I
of
have
lurches
one
up
more
and grabs a
second.
gnoll from the gnoll's head and squeezes, and it pops like a cherry tomato.
Ew.
Now's the time to set traps.
Alright. Okay, so are we we're climbing the kudzu to get into the courtyard? Yeah.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Wait, where are they though? Tell us.
All right. So where's the big guy?
What big guy? That's all that's here.
It disappeared.
Oh, there he is.
T-pose
Currently-
guy.
Yeah, the big guy right here, and
But not quite T-pose guy.
let me grab a couple of these guys.
Oh man. This is so tense. Like holy shit.
Tense like, whoa.
Yes. He's a little one gnoll right there, and he is going to be fighting.
So he'd be probably a little closer if he's like right there. Okay.
He's fighting the arm.
That's funny.
What the fuck?
Rip, fucking rip, never forget.
I mean, it's ripping him apart.
But
You look like you're trying to do the Vulcan salute for a
It's a grave
second.
situation.
Alright. I don't know how this thing works. Sorry about that. Hold on. Fuck. That's how I. Yeah.
so you see the one-armed troll taking on several gnolls at the same time, and its own severed arm is also taking bits out of another gnoll.
It's an arm. It's
an
fighting.
arm.
Oh.
Ew.
I take it back. I think I figured out the weirdest thing I've seen today.
Hey, he's arming himself.
I think he got disarmed.
True,
Son of a
yeah.
monster.
Greg's
Alright.
just like, I quit.
I jump into the pit and have them rip me apart.
They
I'm
teach
done.
you this in class.
Hold person.
It lightens the mood.
Alright.
This thing you guys actually do hear a tree fall from behind you.
Oh,
Go ahead
shit.
and roll perception.
Perception! Alright.
Oh,
Is it
man.
hearing perception?
Hearing
or what?
perception. Well, no, this is just sight protection.
Hey! Hey! There we go. That's only
Natural
2.
20!
Oh! I got 14. I got above 10.
5.
That makes up for my disadvantage this
As
whole
soon as
night.
this, like, I'm ready for some shit, and everybody looks behind them. Who rolled natural 20?
I
She
did.
rolled a
You
natural
rolled
20.
a natural 20. You just, like, stop flat on your ass, and you're just like, the forest is coming! You see, in the distance,
The forest
lumbering
is coming! I
about
take it back.
six-
That's the name of the
about
episode.
6 living trees just
Oh,
kind of
trash.
Oh! It's Treebeard! It's Treebeard! Yeah! Oh! I have
leading
eaten
these
some
things.
good shrooms today.
You see the black and silver wolf run up, and he's like, "We came."
I thank you.
Growl, growl, growl.
Fine.
Alright.
There are many gnolls inside, and seems to only be one way in and out.
I look over at the wolf and I'm like, thank you. I know you. I know he can't understand me, but I said thank you.
This is officially the
He
weirdest thing you'll
understands
see
you.
all day.
Yeah.
I understand you.
Yes, I know.
The
you.
trees.
Renfizz is just like, oh, he won't.
Your mate needs you though. Do not get killed.
Ah, but she's here as well.
Oh.
What?
just
I hear growls.
You're taken aback by this line of trees marching this way. You see a silver wolf kind of making your way from the back end. All right. So I need you guys go ahead.
I'm gonna go over here.
So you're gonna go inside?
You're gonna go inside.
Well, I'll go
Past-
with her.
Oh, you're gonna
take back
climb
what
the wall?
I said earlier.
Okay, anybody who's climbing the wall, go ahead and make strength. Just so you guys.
I'm gonna regret it.
See,
but
I'm gonna
I'm
have you roll with disadvantage because you're heavy as fuck.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
distracted,
What is
aren't they?
What's good?
Yeah, they are. But
Oh,
you're
yeah,
still like
absolutely,
climbing the kudzu,
yeah.
aren't you?
Well, I
do we-
mean, if they're distracted, I could just force my way in.
Yeah,
What are we
right.
doing?
Yeah, just roll a strength then. To like push your way through.
Either way, you need strength.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 18.
18. So you're climbing in.
Whoa.
What are we
you
rolling
should
for?
put that on your
Huh?
thing.
What are we rolling for?
The strength to
hit the
climb your
other
kudzu
guy
if you're
for
climbing.
Oh god. Okay.
Arm is awesome.
You
Natural
got a
20.
20.
Oh shit, you're just like.
That's crazy. Okay.
I'm going to set the. I'm gonna put
Alright.
rope that I soaked in the vials right here, and I'm gonna
Okay.
be ready to light it.
Okay, so you're just.
I'm
like, throwing
I'm
it down on the
staying
ground.
down because I know my strength is shit. I'm staying down and I'm like ready to fucking go.
Should I have stayed down too? Fuck.
So
I
Parm
am
tries,
going
but she's
outside.
like, I'll handle the outside.
That's it. I was about to grab Parm's shoulder. It's like, you've got a lot
Do
of
I hear
range stuff you
anything
can do.
coming up?
I'm sure.
Currently, you do hear commotion coming in from the inside. Nothing has come out yet.
Okay.
When I hear stuff coming towards us, I'm going to start the rope on fire.
Okay.
Oh, this is good.
All right, sounds good. All right, so you've got the rope here next to the door. Sue, you're also next to the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
going to slash
Parm
anything
is
that comes
outside
out.
with Renfus.
Yes.
Okay, and then we have.
What do we have Amaryllis doing?
I don't know.
That's up to you guys.
Did you go up with them or did you just stay down here?
I didn't know there was an option to stay, so I rolled the climb and it didn't work.
So you climb.
I rolled a 2, so it's
Alright,
not
so you're
gonna
like,
work.
Nope.
I'm staying
As
down
she
here
falls,
with you.
as she falls, I grab her. I'm like, you're staying with us. It's okay.
so I'm gonna roll
Because
a
I have a 0
group
for
initiative
strength.
here. Okay, so 14 and 15.
Is
Okay.
not
So
my
we're
strength.
rolling initiative now.
I'm rolling initiative for the forest entities coming, and then I also rolled for our troll. Yeah,
The
here, as
troll
well as,
and the
So for
gnolls, yeah.
them, not us.
Okay, so I'm ready to roll initiative whenever initiative is ready to be rolled.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
those of you who are currently outside, I actually do want you to go ahead and roll initiative for any interactions that you want to do. If you're
Okay, so if we
you're
decide to
engaging-
act, we'd
yeah.
be in the initiative
Yeah.
order, but if we decide to stay back, we won't be in the initiative order. Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead.
So roll
So-
initiative just so that way you can be ready, just in case you decide you need to interact. Oh wait, that's cocked. That's 10.
I got 16.
Oh,
16.
we're rolling?
No,
they
just
are.
for the
us.
3 that are outside. You guys aren't yet.
You got in, we did not.
Yeah, I did 10, but remember this is just to kind of.
What's your initiative bonus?
No, I rolled a 6 plus 4,
Oh, okay.
which is 10.
Okay. Okay. I don't have any initiative, so straight rolls for me,
Fine, there you go.
which is 16.
That
All
was
right,
a
so
good
that's
roll.
3 on the outside. Okay.
Percy,
So a
did
few
you
minutes pass by. Chrissy, you hear them start kind of come out. Like you hear the cackling. The cackling's louder and louder, and the marching. It's now or never. So you ignite the oil-soaked rope, and it bursts into a magnificent flame. Go ahead and just roll a d20 for me.
Oh, jeez.
Here, I'm gonna use luck.
Okay.
11.
11.
I have an initiative button. Where is that?
I think
No,
no,
he
it's
just
just-
said
it's
roll.
just straight
It's
D20.
just a straight d20.
Yeah.
All right. So
How many looks have you used so far?
One. This is the first one.
Okay.
Since the rest.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, with that, the cheap wooden door that they also had there, wrapped in dead wood, also ignites from the oil that was soaked in there over time, and starts to burn into. Just then, Knowles bursts through this door, and they kind of stop for a second, noticing that there's fire all around them, and they're going to go ahead and take 2d6 fire damage.
Ooh. And 2 is gonna chop whatever comes out.
Okay, and you were holding your action, so you see one step out and is like, go ahead and roll attack.
Come on, Sophia.
Ooh.
Let's see. So I'm adding. What am I adding?
Strength.
My strength?
So I add your attack modifier down there too for melee attack.
Oh, okay. So
So strength and attack.
15.
So 15. Okay, 15 hits. Go ahead and roll. D6.
Hey, nice.
Nice.
It's not the fucking suit of armor, and I'm
2d6.
thankful.
Oof.
I can reroll the 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not well. It's still good.
7 plus my attack. 14.
14.
14,
I
nice.
believe 14 hit or 14 damage, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
14
Alright,
damage.
14 damage.
So nice.
Okay.
I also have Sentinel, by the way, for my. So if they try to even notice Chrissy, I have attack opportunity.
Nice.
But don't you also like whoever you hit, you slow their speed down to 0?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if they're running away from me or they get their attention to somebody else,
You get an attack of
and if I
opportunity.
hit, they just stop where they're at and they
That's
take the hit.
cool.
So
That's
you-
fucking awesome.
You nail him, and he just like falls down onto the ground. Pencil. For some reason, I
You guys don't have an extra pencil?
We had
pencils, but then like I don't know where
I
the
set
hell
the
they went.
pencils. Oh, they're up here. Hey, no, I got like a fucking. Here.
Give her her pencil back.
Give her her pencil back and grab a pencil right over here.
Nice.
Welcome to D&D. We bring the pencils.
Bring the pencils. Pencils are very.
We also bring the pain.
We bring the pain. Hell yeah.
I am the
You
pain.
said you hit for 14.
Those guys are tiny emeralds going. I am the pain.
All right.
Fear me.
So, you just, as he's ignited in flame and just cleaves, he just slops over, blade just glistening with crimson gnoll blood, as 4 others burst out from the doorway.
So I killed it or
You
it
killed
dies?
it, yeah. With between
killed
it
that
catching
one.
on fire and you smashing it with a giant sword, it's dead.
So do I get a
You killed that one, yeah.
So yeah, you can
Wait,
have an
what's the
attack.
attack?
Oops. Hello.
Oh, where'd it go?
It's right here.
You got the attack of
So yeah,
opportunity.
with Great Weapon Master, you killed, and you can continue attacking.
I attack the next one I see.
All right, go ahead.
Oh my god, this is cool.
I also ready my hand axe or morning star.
Okay.
Wait, no.
It's 16.
16.
The 16 hit?
15 hit, so.
Yeah.
16 would have to, yeah.
He got 15 last time, so that hit.
16.
Okay. The 16 hits.
All right.
Yep.
Let's go. Ooh, that's good. That's good.
It's,
Plus your 9. Plus your thingy.
16 damage.
16 damage. Oh.
All right.
They're all gonna die. We're not even gonna get a chance.
40 gnolls gonna die tonight.
Give me a quick second here. I'm just going off.
Chopping wood.
Careful, don't hit your cup.
First Chrissy's talking to dire wolves. Now Suya's just chopping gnolls like a mad fucker.
And I got a nat 20 that
Trent's
one
coming.
time.
We have fucking Treebeard's on his way. Like, it's awesome. Oh my god.
We have a
That was a
armless troll fighting.
that was a clutch move going back to those dire wolves because that was awesome.
You could probably like, if you want, he's distracted. Help the arm kill this thing, and then you
Yeah,
just get like,
yeah. Because then maybe the troll will be like, friend.
yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll look at the arm and be like, friend. I've got a charisma of 18. I can do it.
I got a charisma at 18.
I can't
do it.
cast. I can't cast.
Because
one
I think
person,
we're gonna
can
have to
I?
like
No, I can't.
eventually we're gonna have to step back a bit so
Dang
the
it.
trees could have space to attack him,
Yeah.
and we could draw him out. Well, they all come out. They're gonna be getting attacked at the same time.
Dude.
Because eventually the fire's gonna.
I
Keep
can't
put
cast
out.
charm person. Dang it.
Eventually, but it's a
Can you
trap for
charm an
now.
arm?
It's a trap.
though?
No, I'm saying like
The
You
arm
never
charm.
know.
The arm
there's still
charm.
like 30 in there. So.
God damn.
We
Dungeons and
I have
Dragons,
my- I was
ladies
gonna
and
say,
gentlemen.
I have my
It's
morning
D&D.
star.
Ah,
I
it's
You
hit.
don't
so
know.
cool.
But eventually, I mean, there's.
For whatever reason,
What?
Noel is on 148.
I know what I'm saying. We're gonna have to like retreat a bit.
Uh-oh.
Well, if they don't see us on the side of the door, we have a better advantage to kill them.
No, but 4 just came out. 1 just died right now, but there's three right
This session
there.
is brought to you by Walmart.
Ah, fuck it. All right,
Is
they
my
all have
fire
20
out
HP.
yet?
Yes, it currently is. As soon as the first one burst out and kind of like
Hey,
it
how
caught
come
itself,
it didn't last that long?
It was only.
it's lamp oil, so it only lasts for a while.
No, lamp oil is
you could
supposed
see
to
all
burn
your
for a
characters.
while.
I wish. We'll have to.
So
work
I will
on
say
that.
yes.
I'd say we have a.
The door is no longer ignited, but the
I'm
light,
gonna message
the
it.
rope is still on fire.
We
What
have,
up?
we have someone in the chat asking about like, is
What
there
our
a place
characters
where we
look
can
like,
see
yeah.
our characters? It's like no.
Um,
As long as we remember where our characters were,
Like,
we'd have to bring it closer to
Bring
that
it closer to
camera.
So,
you could bring each
Sorry,
one
whoever's
closer to
in
the
it.
Yeah,
camera,
I'll
because
do
this is
that, I'll
basically
do
what
that,
they
yeah,
look
yeah.
like.
so this is our. Okay, let's see if it even.
This is our fighter.
So it's not going to be able to be great lighting. This our.
We're just
human-
gonna need to have like.
Yeah,
a,
we need someone to draw art of the characters, which we'll. No, wait. Oh wait, yeah, you got the
We
you
have
got the
our-
drawings. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All you need to know is Chrissy's doesn't have a drawing yet, but
I'm a cat girl.
she basically looks like a Mikote from Final Fantasy
She
XIV.
looks
A
like
cat
how
girl.
I look like on camera. I'm wearing cat ears.
Yeah,
for
it's a
Christ's
girl.
sakes.
Okay, so we've got.
This one is Ren.
That's Renthis. That's our rogue. That's me.
Can you see it on there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can see it just fine. Yeah, it's got
Yeah.
This one is Amaryllis.
Amaryllis, our
That's me.
halfling cleric. For people who want to see, and then Suya,
This is Suya's character.
our
It looks a lot
human
like
fighter.
Guts.
It looks a lot like Guts from Berserk. Yeah.
Like Guts JoJo kind of.
Guts Jojo.
146.
Guts Joe.
Guts Joe.
Gojo.
His name is Joe Guts.
Joe Guts.
Joets.
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 Oh God. Oh, we're just truncating it more and more. and more.
J-O-T. Does he have an S at the end of his name, or is it a Z, like an extreme spelling?
Extreme.
Well, no, I mean, you know how some characters have the Z at the end of their name.
Guts has an S at the end of his name.
He
It's
does?
not a Z,
Okay.
yeah.
I want to be sure.
He's not like '90s extreme kid. He's
I
an
don't
actual,
know.
My cat is me right here.
Yeah.
Except she's in fancier clothes than I am.
Yeah. She's of nobility. Awesome. Thanks so much. Is what the The Karama Rose. Shout out to the Karama
We're gonna
Rose.
eventually have to have a screen where we have like the.
I would
shots of our
love to
characters
have
up.
like the chat
kind
and
of like
then,
what they have with Critical
with
Role.
Critical Role when they show like what the characters look like and stuff like that. Yeah, absolutely.
Only we're gonna have to have like all 4 of them.
Yeah.
I'll
right.
just
The
make
shop.
masks for you guys and just.
War masks. Oh, that looks so weird.
All right, there we go.
What are
All
we
right.
looking
Sorry
at?
about that.
You
I
found the knoll.
found
Okay.
freaking Knowles. It was just.
It's okay. We had a distraction for you because there was a user in the chat that wanted to know what our characters look like. So.
Freaking tastic.
All right. So welcome back to D&D. Let's do it.
All right. So you hit him and you took 17,
16.
16.
Sorkston
Alright.
damage.
So you cleave the other one and whip it around just so the other one exits and wham, slide it right into his ribcage, cutting him nice and deep between, through his armor, sending him back into 2 other ones, but 3 others still merge out.
I'm gonna pick up the rope a little bit just so it trips them.
Okay, so you kind of
Ooh.
pull out the rope. Go ahead and make a trip attack.
Are we doing anything outside?
Just a normal
Well,
attack.
You can choose it.
We're
Just
gonna
like
go.
you're doing
We're gonna
a
get to
normal
us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because they were waiting for an action. And then
Oh.
I have a
okay.
19. Do I add anything to that?
Strength,
no,
right?
so you
Or
just
Just a straight. It's just a straight roll.
straight
Yeah.
19, and then you rolled an 8. All right. So two of them come out, and the last one you just yank up the flaming rope, and it kind of wraps around his ankle, starts to burn, and falls on his face. He lets out a yelp.
Yeah.
All right. So they are gonna roll initiative next. You guys. So currently, what are we gonna do? You
Okay.
hear some commotion going on back there.
Okay. So these things here are these trees?
No, there is
the-
just the kudzu wall.
they're
So
the
you would
kudzu
have to
walls.
climb over it or go through the.
This is just the one.
Well, I'm
she's
saying
hiding
I
behind initially.
can go behind, and I can hide in like around a corner of that though, right? Okay. Because of the fact that I have Skulker, I can go around here, and I can throw a dagger at this knoll, and even if I miss, it doesn't alert them to my presence. So I'm going to throw 2 of my throwing daggers at this knoll right here if I get the hand.
Okay.
Yeah, so 2 attack rolls. First attack roll probably won't hit, I don't know. I need to get my plus real quick. 14?
Why did you not roll a bard, dude?
Does actually hit.
14 hits, okay. I'm
It's
gonna roll
probably unshielded.
I'm gonna roll both attacks real quick.
Okay.
So that second one definitely hits. That is a 17 to hit.
All right.
Alrighty. And so since I'm hidden, does that mean it's sneak attack
Yeah,
damage?
sneak attack
Oh. Alright.
See? Why didn't you roll a bard?
Alright. Can I get a D6 real quick?
No.
I'm just thinking D6 because that's 2D6 for
Okay.
each. Alright, here we go. Ooh.
Oh, Jesus
This
Christ.
knoll is fucking dead. Okay. So 4.
Let me try one. Dang it.
4, 6, 8, 14,
So that's
20,
18,
26. 26
You're
points.
26 points of damage. Shlunk, shlunk. Just you hear a gurgle just as the hand reaches out and once again grabs the face and just twists the neck off
Oh.
as it starts slinking back towards the troll.
Okay. I'm.
So what's that?
So
That
he's
one's
dead.
dead.
He's
So
dead.
that one's dead. Cool. That's fucking awesome. And it didn't even alert them to my presence. Hell yeah!
Oh, wait,
I just gotta remember to grab my daggers next time when I run through there. Okay.
How far away is that?
Yeah, that's all I can really do. So. What about Parm and Amaryllis? What do you guys want to do?
Guys can
So
swarm.
Parm is actually gonna roll up and be like, honestly, I just want to see shit die, and she's gonna cast Cloud of Daggers.
Yeah, cloud of
Where is
daggers.
she gonna be at?
Cloud
Exactly where
of
she is.
Daggers. She's staying far away.
Yeah.
Nice,
So she's gonna just punch that right in there,
nice.
right in that cloud, and so everything. Can you look up Cloud of Daggers for me? Oh no, wait, I have the spell right here.
Yeah.
I mean, I can anyway.
I
This
forgot
is-
that I had the spell book here.
Right.
I'm already there.
Okay.
What do you got?
Okay, you fill the air with spinning daggers in a cube 5 feet on each side, centered on a point you choose within range. The range is 60 feet. A creature takes 44 slashing damage when it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Fantastic.
Not 44, 4D4.
Yeah.
4d4.
I wish it was
That's what
44
I
points of
said.
damage.
That's what I said.
It just when you say it quick, it sounds like that's any of us. So we say 4d4 points of damage. Like no, not 44.
Okay.
I mean, it could be.
And then one more.
You never know.
I love that the hand was just like ripped his fucking head out. That's pretty great.
So alright, so everything. So you see just cloud of daggers, of misty daggers, just explode out of nothingness and start hammering the troll, the gnolls, everything within that vicinity.
Wait,
Yeah,
attacking the troll?
It's
Yeah,
an
it's
area
everything.
effect.
It's an area effect,
hell.
yeah.
Oh hell.
I mean, that's our choice.
She can't
Honestly,
see.
Parm, dang it.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't know what the troll's business is, but I just want to see them all dead.
Now we're all gonna have to fight a troll.
Maybe not.
Alright, so now it is the gnoll's turn against the troll.
Because the
Miss.
gnolls.
16 isn't higher up.
No, we're kind of like all out of order at this point. Then we're gonna go in order. Have you guys rolled initiative yet?
No.
They're
No,
about
I'm
to.
gonna have everybody
Have a roll
this
after
one,
this
yeah.
this round. Okay, cool.
Okay, the troll takes 2 points of damage, and as you can guys see, the one gnoll gets a lucky strike on it, slashes it with a hand axe, and just as it's like, it closes back up, and then troll just slams down its fist.
See, the thing is that the troll doesn't know that cloud of daggers is from Parm.
Yeah, that's true.
The troll is stupid and probably thinks that they threw a bunch of daggers at him. So there's that. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Play that to our advantage.
Alright, so as the trees start getting closer,
the
on the
trees!
next round, they'll be on you guys. So you hear boom, boom, boom.
When is Parm gonna go? Or not Parm? When is Amaryllis gonna do something?
Right
Well,
now,
you guys, I think, did you
because
guys?
I rolled 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Because
yeah.
we did initiative already.
Yeah. So you were first, actually.
She didn't get to go.
I
Okay,
didn't.
so
I
go
didn't
ahead.
go at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did not mean to like cut you off on
No,
your
no,
true
no,
things.
it's
But
good.
I was just. I was
she was just like, did I not get to go?
I was
Yeah.
weirded out because I was like, that's 16. That's kind of high.
Yeah.
Right.
It's all good. It's all good.
Okay. So we have a gnoll still there.
We have a
the
gnoll right
troll.
here. We have the troll in the
What's being
hand.
dead? You're not taking anything off of here.
Nothing else has died except for that one gnoll.
Well,
Yeah.
didn't.
Well, I killed like.
These are all. These are
so
all
you
the
killed-
guard.
been hit.
This
So
is
you
all the
killed two
guard
of them,
gnolls.
though.
Yeah. He didn't even put those out though. Yeah, he's killed.
Well, there was one here
For
earlier
me.
that got killed.
So
and
two are
got
here.
taken off the board whenever Suya killed
Yeah.
it.
Came out.
Yeah, I took it off the board because of
And then
Yeah.
I think one fell prone.
So that's what that looks like.
So I'm kind of like, what is this looking like?
Yeah, it's
You're
Yeah,
not
so
moving anything.
it's
or
a little
taking anything
confusing.
off.
I'm getting. Okay.
And then
So
are
you've got
these
cloud
things going to be the tree people?
Tree
Yeah.
bee.
Those are tree people.
Yeah, those are tree people. They're just not here yet.
Okay. So
Okay, so
this is
Amaryllis.
a hand.
That's a hand.
Did
That's
the
a
hand
gnoll.
join yet?
Not yet. It's kind of like slinking back.
I mean, it's until-
It has a 5-foot crawl speed. So.
It doesn't move that fast.
He was 10 feet away. He was 10 feet away.
Yeah, so probably in like the next move or two, it'll be back with the troll.
I probably,
If the thing isn't completely destroyed.
I probably can't hit the gnoll, can I?
With what?
Sacred Flame.
You can certainly try. It has, looks like from the way that it looks, it's 1/3 cover, so it's just a +2 on its AC.
So you have to hit it for 16 instead of 14.
Damn it.
I mean, you can try. You
I
definitely
mean,
try.
can you move closer though?
Yeah, if you move to where you can see where it is.
I mean, because they're pretty distracted and
Yeah.
the trolls in
If you
front of
move a
them,
little bit
really.
closer, like maybe closer to where the tree people are coming, like you're still with me, but
So like over here?
yeah, like over there. That's what I'm thinking. Because would that put her in more of an eyesight of the gnolls? So
Yes.
she, okay. So then she would still hit for regular. They wouldn't have the plus AC. Okay. there
Okay,
you
I'm
go.
gonna do that then.
All right. Yeah. So she's going.
Okay, so.
Let's go.
That
That I would re-roll it because it bounced off the microphone.
wasn't any better. That was worse.
Ah, shit.
That's
Why
not
don't you
gonna-
roll it in there?
That's not good.
Yeah, you need to roll it in here instead of on the book.
That's
Yeah.
not
Here,
gonna hit.
roll it in there because that's not level surface.
Yeah.
Here, you just use mine.
Yeah, just use
Fine,
Greg's.
fine.
Use
Here,
Greg's.
roll in mine real quick.
Okay.
Go for it. Let's do it.
Oh look, it's
Damn
again,
it.
not any
Son of a
better.
bitch. It doesn't hit.
It doesn't even matter.
Don't do that ever again.
What's that?
What
Those
are,
are the wolves. Sorry, I don't have wolves.
Oh, okay.
I don't have. He doesn't have wolves, but those are the wolves.
So I thought about it. Apparently, it didn't work.
The lie detector.
I'm so glad that was a cantrip.
You're like, and it hits the wall, and you're like, damn it.
Sacred Flame's a cantrip.
Can't really,
That's
can't
what I
really
said, I'm
focus
glad
on
it's a
Knowles
cantrip.
between
Thank God, yeah.
while the cloud of daggers is spinning around, chopping everything to little pieces.
Yeah.
This is Parm's
Now
fault.
it's the tree beards.
This is Parm's fault.
Now
I
the
blame
tree,
Parm.
now the tree beards start to come in, and they.
What are you doing? Are you just
I'm gonna
got
have you guys roll, reroll initiative.
We're rerolling initiative.
Reroll? Oh
Yeah.
god.
Because now everyone's gonna reroll
The
initiative.
trees come up, seeing the clouds. They're gonna kind of disperse around. One lumbers over Amaryllis.
Ah!
Why?
They kind of like make their
You
way.
get all those too if there's more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that was exactly 6. Okay, so, yeah, so they're all here. One's gonna go ahead and step over the wall.
Oh, nice.
Oh shit!
All
You
right.
should take the other ones off so that way it's not confusing.
Okay.
Just
Yeah, 'cause
move them
now
off
the-
the board.
Now they're all tree people.
Now, like, the ivy looks like tree people.
People.
But now we know.
Soil and
Green
green is tree people.
I'm
So agree.
thinking of like crab people from South Park, which is the
Alright.
tree people.
Oh no.
So now I need everyone to roll initiative.
Reroll initiative.
My initiative is the same.
Natural one.
Alright, well that's Renfist.
Our
Back over
rogue.
here.
I got 13.
13.
Yeah. So plus 4. That is a 5.
Oh my god.
Chrissy?
I'm going 14.
Do you have initiative bonus?
21.
21. Okay.
Fuck.
Amaryllis?
I'll eventually be there.
16.
16.
Alright, what does Palm roll?
Parm hasn't rolled yet. Parm got a 6.
Oh my god, we're one after another. The half elves aren't doing great tonight.
You two are grounded.
Okay.
I'm not even the mom, but you're
This
grounded.
is a dicey situation.
Alright. And Knowles.
I thought that this was
I mean,
going
we're
to be
rolling
when we
with
go
it.
back
Knowles are
and
7.
then bitch out at Angela.
We're rolling with it.
But not today.
Trents are 11.
Life and adventure is never that easy.
Alright.
We finished.
Is there another shooter on the grassy knoll?
It's
Alright.
like,
So,
fuck off.
starting out the round, Chrissy, you've tripped this one Knoll and face plants. His leg is currently kind of being burned by this oil-soaked rope, and you let go just before the rest of the fire gets to your hands. So what are we doing?
What the fuck
I'm gonna
are
hit
we
him with
doing?
the hand axe
Good
I have ready. I mean the
question.
morning star.
So trip, whack. Go ahead and roll attack with advantage because he's prone.
Yeah.
Just roll
So-
attack.
Roll twice.
Oh, roll attack.
Roll twice and take the higher.
The damage, right?
No, just the attack to see if
So
it
the
hits.
attack see if it hits. She rolls it twice and takes a higher number.
Okay,
yeah,
go,
the
go.
D20.
Yeah, D20, D20.
D20. Times
Roll a
2.
D20 twice.
Twice.
Take the higher number.
9.
And then what's the higher number?
20.
Oh!
20?
Natural 20.
Natural
Yes!
20.
All right. Go ahead
Nice.
and roll damage and double.
Double it.
Woo!
No, so whatever your damage is.
So whatever
So
dice you
what-
use for your
1d8.
damage.
Your morning star
A
damage.
D8.
So the diamond.
So the diamond. Take one of his diamonds.
This one.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll it.
And then double it.
Yeah. So you're gonna roll it.
5.
5.
No, no, no.
No,
No,
5.
no, no, no.
5.
So 10
5
points
times
damage plus
2.
your attack
Wait, I'm
modifier.
confused. What?
So
what
basically,
was
because
that?
you got a crit,
It doubles.
you
Okay.
double it. So you roll it. You got a 5.
Okay.
Double the 5. That's 10.
10.
Plus
And then add your modifier.
modifier.
Her attack modifier?
Or attack modifier. Yeah.
Which is strength, right?
Spell? No, not
No,
No,
spell
your
attack.
It's
attack.
strength.
So it should say melee
Strength
attack
modifier?
points. Or
Just
melee
one.
attack.
So it's 11.
11. Okay.
So 11 points of damage.
So crack! You hear it's
No, it says melee attack plus 3. From the thing, the sheet
Okay,
Brad made
s-
for me.
so that's 23 plus your strength modifier, which is
Strength is plus 1 though.
okay. So 11.
So it'll be
So
11
we're
Wait,
points.
why do
attack-
you have plus 3
For
though?
melee,
So melee
if you
attack.
messed
So
up on some
so
of
no,
the
no, no,
dice,
no.
So you made it
Wait,
separate
wait,
Hold on,
sheet,
hold
I
on.
don't know.
Wait.
Chrissy. Melee attack bonus is when you roll, you add the plus 3 to hit. You got a natural 20, that automatically hits. So when you roll your damage, it's that plus your strength modifier, which is 1, so the 11 is the correct amount of
Okay.
damage. So you're good.
So you
If you-
crack
If you hadn't
against
gotten a
his
20,
back.
you would have added that 3.
Yeah.
So, and kind of like it kind of throws its axe for a second, and kind of flammels around to try and grab it again. Alright, next up is Amaryllis.
Can I just do Sacred Flame again?
Sure.
Try it.
Sacred Flame on here. Use my thing.
No, the book is more flat.
Yeah.
That one's cocked a little
That's
bit.
cocked,
It's
yeah,
in the
but-
spine. There. Leave it alone.
Plus what?
It's the is it attack modifier?
It's
or-
your it's your spellcasting modifier.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So to hit, that would be
Spellcast.
plus.
Be 5.
So
Spell
plus,
attack bonus.
yeah, so plus 5. So that's 19 to hit.
19 to hit, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay,
There you
Sacred
go.
Flame. Oop,
You're hitting on my dice bed.
I'm sorry. I'm.
Stop hitting on my dirt. No, it's not.
Okay. 1d8. I'm reading, right?
I was like,
Yeah.
Twilight Princess again.
Okay, 1d8. It's like, where did I put my d8s? 8.
Ah.
8, nice. Alright. And
I did something.
what's your spell attack?
That's the plus 5.
That's the 5. Okay, so
So that's 13.
13.
13 points of damage on that. No.
I did it this
Through
time.
the cloud of daggery death, you see a big flash of light, and then one of the gnolls just kind of like spun around and drops dead.
Oh, so this gnoll's dead.
I did it
Yeah,
this
you did
time.
Here.
Alright, thank you.
No problem.
I'm going to stand up every time.
All right.
Alright. Sue, you're up. So, Chrissy,
something.
whack on the gnoll that's prone. 2 others have emerged
So
out.
it's still alive though, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna finish it off.
Alright,
The
you get
prone
coup
one.
d'etat. Go ahead and roll for that.
Okay.
It's 15?
15 hits.
Yeah. Get that damage. Ooh.
If I roll a 1 or 2, I can reroll it, right?
Yep.
I reroll the 2. Nice.
Well, then couldn't he have rerolled?
Oh!
You could have rerolled the 1 2 earlier.
No, because I rerolled that one already.
You already rolled
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah, it's just a 1 reroll.
So it's 12 rerolled.
21.
21?
He rolled 12
He rolled
on his
2
initial
sixes,
damage.
yeah.
Shit.
That was awesome.
So it's like, and you're just like, nah, bitch, and you stab so hard that your sword actually pierces the ground, and picking it back up lifts not only the body, but some of the cobblestone underneath as well.
Oh my god.
You can also roll again because that
I
was the
killed
coup
him.
d'etat. Yep.
So I'll attack the ones that just came out.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for an attack.
Come on, D20.
Come on.
Yes!
Nice.
No, that's a 9.
9.
He's like, yes, it was a 2.
With that,
He
the
saw
other
the
gnoll
20
kinda
on the
turns
side.
around just as you're like,
He
yes, and backhands your sword with a shield, and you're just like, no. Enemy 2 is going to be the troll. Is going to go ahead and make a swing attack towards
Smear
some of the
again.
goblin. Alright. It swings wide and misses just the grip of him. Alright, next one is going to be the gnolls versus the troll. 17,
troll.
16,
Sounds like a pay-per-view.
and... oh wait. Yeah, so it's just 2. Okay, so those both hit. 5 and 4. Alright. The 2 gnolls kind of jump up with axes and grab onto it and simultaneously slam into the chest. And the troll falls back, being mutilated by the daggers, as well as the gnolls themselves also being mutilated by the daggers. Let me see. There's 4. 4, 4, that's 8. So the 3 of them simultaneously collapse onto the ground.
Oh!
The dagger's still spinning, chopping up the mutilated bodies. But currently the pathway is clear.
So even a hand? Even a hand?
Yeah, even a hand.
Okay, so
The troll
all
is
of
gone?
this is
The
gone.
troll currently is gone as it cannot regenerate fast enough
So it
with the
died?
blades going. Yeah.
Oh,
So that path is clear.
Holy shit.
Oh! And she
I tell
goes,
Chrissy, we should retreat. Or at least try to.
Just then, so now it is the instrument. It's lumbering in. This one is now making its way up, and it's going to actually start climbing the tower itself. These 2 fall in as well, and this one is actually going to go ahead and strike at one of the ones that came out.
Holy shit.
Unfortunately, it, in its haste to swipe at enemies, misses and falls into the keep itself.
No.
You see a tree just.
No, it tripped.
If a
You know,
tree
it's-
falls in the forest, does it make a
Everyone
sound?
hears it.
Everyone hears it.
Yeah. Spoiler. Everyone heard the sound. Yeah.
So this one
I'm
here,
okay.
being the closest, is actually going to reach inside of the keep and just start trying to grab at something.
Oh,
It actually manages to grab it. I'm going to see.
Oh.
Alright, it's just, so he grabs two gnolls and yanks them out, knocking their heads up against the ceiling. My forest. Slam!
This is the best thing ever.
Alright, so both of them are going to take 2d6 bludgeoning.
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
where's my phone?
Both of them slam hard and kind of start picking themselves back up.
Damn.
Let's see, that was 7.
Did they take bludgeoning damage when their heads hit the top?
You just take 1, so.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
I'm so
So
sad.
he dropped them on the floor
Yep.
or like in there?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and use.
I'm so
There's
sad
two
I
right
don't
here.
have Tasha's cities left here.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
'Cause I know
So they're currently like
Are
right
they
here.
prone or they're just like?
Yeah, they're prone. They're
okay, they're like that.
yeah.
Okay.
I love the tree people.
Okay.
Alright, and
It's so good.
ending out the round is gonna be Renfus.
Wait, isn't it Parm then Renfus?
Whoa.
No, he has it in order.
Oh no, you're right. Because
So
I got
Parm
2
then
enemies here. I
Renfus.
was
He
reading
read it
wrong.
wrong.
Okay. And Parm, seeing that, she finishes out her spell and she's like, ah. Alright. And she's gonna go ahead and make her way. Wait, 5, 10, 15.
Make her way downtown.
Yeah, so she's gonna go ahead and start
Making
her
our way
way.
downtown.
And now we've got Renfus.
Now, okay, so he's going to, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. So Renfus is going to go 5, 10, 15, and at this point pick up his daggers, the thrown daggers that he got.
Okay.
Put them back. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's not far enough. He's far away to where he couldn't. Or hold on.
Hmm?
He's gonna go up against the wall here, so that way he's like can stay towards the wall. If that makes sense. He's can't do anything at this point. I figured picking up the daggers would be his action since I can't really attack at this point.
That'll be like a bonus action. You're running up and you're just like,
Bonus action, but it's just even if I try to attack here, it's way too far away. It's like it would be at a disadvantage. So I'm not gonna chance that right now. I'm just gonna move, go up to the wall, and then just keep making my way to over there. So that'll be my boring ass turn.
my boring ass turn, written by Renfus Tally.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's a cool way you're doing the initiative stuff too. That's awesome.
Alright. Well, thank you. Alright, so now we've got Chrissy.
Chrissy's turn.
As you're reading, you also hear more vocalizations, more gnolls coming. It seems like almost a swarm of wasps now.
You still have Renfus's what was it that you gave Chrissy
The
oil?
oil.
no, not the
Something-
oil, the marbles, whatever it was.
I kept the marbles.
He has
Oh.
I kept the marbles because she was like, we need to be careful with the marbles, so I put them back.
Oh shit. If you get a chance to throw him in the entrance,
So
if
we're
you get a
doing
chance.
Chrissy?
I have a plan for the
Okay.
marbles. Don't worry.
They're gonna come out, right?
Yeah, they're coming out right. There's you can hear them starting to get closer and closer to the entrance.
They're not out
There's
there,
a
but
lot. You can actually feel the ground shake as these are moving.
A tent is just like a cloth, right?
Yeah,
That's gonna be your call.
it's like a weather-resistant tarp, basically.
That's right.
Okay, I'm gonna pour the last glass that
I only have one more
of,
second level
the
slot, so
oil
I'm just like,
onto my tent cloth.
Okay. So you're just like you pull out your tent and just
And I'm going to throw it at them
No,
when they
I'm
come
not
out
going
and light it.
Let's say 6 spiritual
Okay.
weapons.
Yeah, I'm
so you
not
kind
gonna
of ready it.
Yeah.
All right, so
I
you're gonna
don't have
ready an
them
action
yet.
until they
You
start
can use
to
them in truth.
start to emerge. Amaryllis, you're up.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Amaryllis' turn?
Yep.
Are you going to do anything? That's your call.
It's a first level, so it's not like...
That's going to be your call.
What?
Hey, Brad, real quick, what's Parm's AC?
Parm's AC is 12.
Yeah, if you're gonna use that, it's either gonna be Parm or myself.
As much PTSD as this is gonna give me. I'm moving closer. I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on Parm.
Okay.
For 10 minutes, she'll have +2 to her AC.
So she's now got an AC of 14.
Is 14.
For 10 minutes.
For 10 minutes, yeah. Yeah, as soon as I heard that, I'm just like, I've already got an AC of 17.
So
She's
you
going
do
to
that.
need it.
And it's concentration, so...
So basically, unless she gets hit, it's going to be... Because if she gets hit, she'll have to make a concentration
Yep.
saving throw, right?
Yeah.
Alright,
It's gonna be all
so
we can do.
with the rumbling of footprints, you hear them more and more. Your blood is boiling. You're just like, yes, I'm gonna kill them all. This is gonna be fucking great. You see trees slamming knolls. You see your comrades in arms not being a burden. And you're just like, this is gonna be fucking awesome.
Today's a good day.
Today is a good day.
You're literally the Ice Cube meme, but with your sword battle. Today's a good day.
Hell yeah.
And that is where we'll pick it up in the next section.
No! That's cool. Let me take a picture of this setup so we do not forget
Remember
it.
how
Yeah.
it is, yeah.
So we remember, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that is awesome. So that
Be sure to get the trees, too.
Yep.
Nice.
So we'll do the second half of the battle and then finally get back to the city. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, that was cool. I was not ready for that, and that plan was okay. Wasn't as bad.
Why do people have to go to work tomorrow?
I know. I want to play for like 4 more hours, but I have to work in the morning. Shit.
I can feel the glare.
Chrissy's got to drive back. I know.
I was like, all right, I'm gonna probably roll this until about 9, maybe 10 if it stretches out. And I look down, it's 11. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, no. So that would
I was
mean
like two.
So that would mean
hours.
well, we got the recording, so I can let you know what the AC or the initiative order was, so we won't forget that. But so it's basically going to start back on Suya's turn.
It's gonna
right?
start back on Suya. Yeah.
All right, cool. Alrighty, well,
Make a note.
that was fucking awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you to people on Twitch who watched this. Thank you for Brad. I thought we were just going to be going straight back to the city. All of the stuff I was prepping, I thought was going to be stuff for like getting back to the city and like the end game there. And then this happened, and I was not ready. Yeah, man, this is
It's been a wild ride.
It's been really wild, yeah, but it's been really cool. To the Karameros, we stream every month. We don't have.
We don't have a set
D-
schedule.
We stream D&D every month. We're all grown adults.
It's always on a weekend, though.
It's always on a weekend. It's either on a Saturday or Sunday. If you stay posted on like my Twitter specifically, which is @GregSnazzyGamer, I always tweet out when we're about to do it. We stream our podcast every other Sunday as well, so we talk about when we're getting ready to get the group over anyway. And yeah, that's how we kind of just.
It's basically when we have time in our schedule to all get together.
Yeah, that's kind of how it goes because we're grown adults.
But it's at least once a month.
It's once a month, absolutely. So
It's
you can
once
look
a
forward.
month.
Yeah, you can look forward to the next session in August. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm hoping, but it's probably gonna be like mid-August. Sounds
yeah.
about right.
Yeah.
So.
Something
Yeah,
like that.
so like I said, just keep we do it like next Sunday we have our podcast, and every other weekend we do our podcast, and as well as other things. So we like you'll be able to find out, absolutely. So and also you can keep track. We have our stuff on YouTube at youtube.com/hardestreset. So thank you guys so much for joining us. This was an awesome session. Thank you, Brad. That was. Like I said, I wasn't ready for that. That was fucking awesome. I am so happy with how that's turned out. So, thank you guys so much. We'll catch you all next time. We love
Next
you all.
time we'll be
It was a
using
pleasure.
Some other boards because we're gonna get inside of the game.
Oh, that's gonna be insane. I cannot wait.
God.
So, until then, we'll catch you guys later.